Hi. I've been in the Devil's City.
I don't know. Like I lived in Melbourne for like I don't know. I think a year. I was pretty drunk.
Uh, That's a way to live it.
Yeah.
Because that place is weird, let me tell you. So recently
I kind of lent into it a little bit.
I went to Melbourne for a big tournament, a fighting game tournament called Battle Arena Melbourne. It's Australia's probably the biggest tournament we have. And I got very sick before I went, which is a bummer. When you get sick before you have to travel, it's the worst. Luckily, I felt kind of mostly better.
Just take loads of the fucking Codrils. Get real fucking juiced up on the pseudo.
Yeah.
If we're in a real pinch, I'll I'll loan you some of my brain meds. Those are good for that. Provided you're not like fucking.
No, yours, your kind is no good for me.
Okay.
I have the other type.
No, I mean like not for your fucking brain. For like, if you're juiced up on a bit of speed, it helps you get through the fucking cold. I don't give a fuck.
True.
You're gonna get 5.
No, I was on Vyvanse.
Oh, the vents.
Yeah.
They tried to get me. I don't like the idea of taking one thing in the morning, because sometimes I like need a bit at night, and I don't want to take extra if I've got something in me that's supposed to be like slow release. I like the control of just a good old fashioned 5 milligram.
I have taken the 40 mils and I've taken the 20 mils. The 40 mils I had an energy drink on, and that was a mistake. And I thought I was going to see God. My whole body was vibrating.
I mean, like, okay, when you say 40 mils of Advance.
Yeah.
All right, so when did you have
40 milligram tablet.
Was that in the morning?
Yeah.
And did you have the
I had the energy drink like 4 hours later.
so it would have been started to fucking.
So it lasts about 12 hours.
Yeah, like it would have been entering into your bloodstream.
So I was not good. But
the problem is like we don't get the fucking psychoactive component. We get the fucking like the heart rate and shit. Like it's why I can't just take like fucking 80 milligrams of this shit and just coast. It's like no, my heart will be going at 120 beats per second.
So we had to leave here at 4 a.m. because they changed our flight to an earlier one.
They're allowed to do that?
Yeah, you just get a message going, hey, we've changed your flight. And it's like,
hey, wake up earlier. What?
It's like, what do you do? So,
I'm going to strike someone when I get there.
We get to the airport at like 6 a.m., like before takeoff or whatever, 5:45.
Yeah.
Check our bags in. Went to McDonald's because it's one of the only things that's open that early.
Airport McDonald's.
Get a sadness muffin. And I wanted a Sprite because McDonald's have brought back Sprite because we didn't have Sprite for a while.
Really?
We had sugar-free Sprite, and that was it. And I do not vibe with the sugar-free.
I don't even think about it, to be honest.
And unfortunately,
is there a big difference? Is it like like the Americans and the kosher Cokes because it's got like the real sugar and not the fucking whatever that syrup they fucking
I was really bummed out because it was like there was no syrup in it, so it was just like soda water. And that made me very sad first thing in the morning before getting on a plane.
There's no Sprite in this. It's just Ite.
Yeah.
You got a goddamn.
I played Bloody Raw 2 on the flight. I love Bloody Raw.
Apparently, of all places,
Vietnam has a thriving scene,
which is adorable but baffling. Like, you beat America, you can have real games.
It's just they're unhinged. I vibe with it.
I know, like it feels like something that, like, if Brazil were doing this, it would be because they only just got the PS2. Like that's where we'd be with that. And that feels like that again with like fucking Vietnam. But I don't know, maybe not. Maybe they inherited it from Cambodia.
And I filmed some stuff to show while we were there. Because there are some stories about the hotel we stayed in, about the people we encountered around the hotel.
What was it?
So the tournament was at the Moonee Valley Racecourse.
Does that have anything to do with actual Moonies?
I doubt it. But it's out of the city, so we didn't stay in the city because we would have had a long commute.
Yeah.
So we stayed on the what's the word, recommendation of a friend at this motor inn.
Wow, I forget that those things exist, because like you see them and you're like, oh, look at that, and then you just move on because your life has yet to collapse that far.
Yeah. And when we arrived at the motor inn, we walked.
Motor lodge.
The first thing I noticed was next to the office, like the entryway, there's a vending machine. Like this is downstairs, so like it's a car park, and there's like rooms up to the motor inn above the car park.
I'm picturing like the fucking place that like Lenny stayed in Memento.
Yeah,
like, the thing that
pretty
is
much
in every fucking like LA, based.
Next to the vending machine, there was a microwave in the parking garage. It was the communal microwave.
There's a sign on it saying, "Please don't microwave turds."
And to start with, we wait there. This little old lady comes out and lets us in the office, and then was like, "Oh, you can't check in until 2." It was like 10 a.m. They neglected to tell us this information anywhere.
That's fucking great.
So we're like, what do we do? We have like 5 hours.
Yeah. I have a curl up in the microwave.
And we're not in the city, so we're not like...
Yeah. You're like...
We can't just walk around and be like...
Yeah, let's go see Melbourne, which you could do if you were in Melbourne, and not like... Where the fuck was this? Do you remember the name of the suburb? I'm just assuming you were in a suburb now.
Yeah, I can't recall it.
Grunch.
But we went for a little walk.
Just around, like, other people's houses and shit.
We found an IGA. And the IGA was really cool. It was really stuffed. Like we walked in, just the amount of stuff they had. Okay. Because in Melbourne they can sell booze.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So you walk in and like there's an entry gate, and like behind the entry gate, stuffed into the corner, is a fridge. There's like 10 different fridges hidden throughout the store. There was a little boba cafe tied to it next to it, and they had a Street Fighter 2 arcade machine in there, and that was really cool.
All right, yeah, no, you're right. This is the coolest IGA. I was foolish for fucking doubting you.
The booze section, they had some cool boozes. I got a 10% drink.
Yeah, I suppose that, like, now that I think about it, like, if you take the fucking weirdo beverage thing that bodegas have and then apply that to, like, booze, yeah, you'd see some shit.
There was so much good things. I got, like, a giant bottle of Smirnoff that was, like, one flavor. It was just, like, I can't remember what it's called, but it was, like, a Biggie or something. It's probably not. But anyway, we scoped that out because Warped, the guy I was staying with, was going to make ramen for dinner. Right. So he was just seeing what ingredients are there and all that sort of stuff. We found a community center, which was good because we needed to pee. So we used their toilet. And then we just kind of sat there for like 5 hours. I found a soccer ball in the bush, and we played soccer. Kicked the ball around till it was time to go back to the hotel.
Motor Lodge.
And we got there.
It's not a hotel.
We got there, and...
Motor Lodge.
The guy goes, "Oh, we need a credit card." And I go, "I don't have a credit card." Turn to Warp, "Do you have a credit card?" "No." Go to guy, "We don't have a credit card." And he's like, "Oh, then we need $100 deposit." And I'm like, "I don't have a $100 deposit. Do you have $100? He's like, "No." We're like, brother, what's going on?
It's funny because, like, I feel like this is a two ships in the night thing where, like, he's used to, like, prostitutes and, like, people stealing their children from spouses and stuff. You need a credit card or $100 deposit from these people. Yeah. Otherwise, they're going to shit in your microwave and leave. And then there's just... Then, there's you who are relatively normal in the scale of things and are also poor. And so, yeah, you're just in a Melbourne suburb in a motor lodge.
Yep. We managed to sort that out, and here I'll show you a bit of the first footage of our room and the encounter I was gonna
say, like, can you just hold my phone or some shit? Like, I'll come back from the undies.
So we arrived in Melbourne today for Battle Arena Melbourne, which is one of Australia's largest fighting game tournaments. Our flight was very early.
We got to the place and they're like, your room's not ready till 2 p.m. And we're
Is
like,
that siren here or there?
There.
cool. So we went, walked, found some shops. Found a community center to use their toilet. Found a soccer ball. Played soccer then. Then we got to this place, and let me tell you, this place is dodge. This place is dodge. It was recommended to us by the Marvel Tio, Carnage. Shout outs to Carnage. You're dead to me.
Shout out, Carnage.
Let me tell you about this room. Okay, so we arrive, and I organized to pay this online in 2 payments. The day comes, the payment doesn't leave my account. I'm like, what's going on here? I message What If, and I'm like, hey guys, my payment's missed. Do I still have the hotel? What's going on? They contacted and said, yeah, no, you'll pay at the hotel when you get there. And I'm like, that's weird. They're skimping, they're skirting the fees, the water fees and all that stuff. Our room was a superior twin room, and listed was 1 queen bed, 1 twin bed. Let me show you the room. Said twin bed. That's the queen bed. That's a queen bed.
This is a queen bed.
That's not a twin bed. That's a single
That's
bed.
a single bed.
That's a single bed. So, the room looks...
Show them the flashback.
Oh, the lights in this place. You ready? Jesus Christ. It's so bright.
Just installed that. So
We have a
it's
TV
just
so
fine
we can
for me.
practice. It's probably going to be super laggy. We have a long mirror that also has downlights, just so you're able to see yourself illuminated in the mirror. But that one's working. That one's hanging in there. That one's not. That one's just off. Oh, of course, we have the standard staple cock chair. Exactly warped. The toilet's the best part. Look at this. My God. That's a nice looking bathroom.
The water
That's
pressure
pretty
is
good.
really good.
It's pretty good.
Is that like an after dinner toilet? Like,
yeah.
There's
Why
like
has it got like a thing?
tea and coffee and biscuits, which I'm not touching because they'll probably charge us. A very small fridge. And I hung my dresses up in there. And yeah, that's the room.
That was the way out.
So I went down to the guy and I'm like, brother, I said, my booking says twin bed. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, that's not a twin bed. And he's like, that's a twin bed. That's what we call a twin bed. And I'm like, just because I call a hot dog a dildo doesn't make it so. Putting it in my butt does. And so I'm arguing with him and I'm just like, is there anything you can do? He's like, no. And I'm like, oh, fuck it, okay. So I'll complain on the website later.
Don't also forget that they required us to have a credit card
Yeah, which
to
was
get the room.
not listed anywhere on their requirements
Yeah, no.
or anything.
It's listed in their guide in the room.
Which we can't get into without the credit card. Oh, this has been a trip so far. It's been a trip. The only saving grace is it's not very far from where we need to be for the tournament. Because the thing is, it's at the Moonee Valley Racecourse. And if you stay in the city, that's very far away from the racecourse. Which sucks, but it is what it is. I liked Bam better when it was in the city.
Same. Oh no, I never got to go to the one in the city.
It was good.
I only got to go to the one like at racecourse, but we stayed in like a Airbnb that was like 10 minutes away.
That's pretty good.
It was like you walk down the main street and then you were just there, which is where Surefire TO for Queensland, Julian, is staying now, and I am very much jealous because at least there was 2 rooms, and there was like a kitchen.
Yeah, I was excited. You were gonna make ramen tonight.
I was gonna make ramen. Can't make ramen with a fridge.
Sadly not.
Unless I go and start a fire downstairs, I can cook it on the fire, but I'm not going to.
Let me tell you, when I went to Bam in the city, I stayed at an Ibis budget, and there was crackheads in the corridors. It was like 12 p.m. at night, and like they're knocking on doors. And I'm looking out the peephole, and I see them scratching themselves, and they're going up and down the corridors. I'm like, I'm gonna die here. This is how my story ends.
This is how your story ends.
But it didn't. I survived. And now we're in this place. Ugh.
So
I mean, this is what you get for playing anime fighters. I'm sorry.
it gets better. Warp's friend Kat, we met up with her, and she came to stay the night. We went back to the IGA to get booze and stuff. We can't make ramen because there's no kitchen sink. Oh, sorry. There's no kitchen anything.
I mean, like, you get the instant shit, you just kettle it.
Could have, but like we want to make ramen, you know,
I
like
suppose,
fresh
yeah.
ramen.
We want food, yeah.
Yeah.
Not like
We
stuff.
we come back. We've got my duffel bag just filled with booze, and I bought like random drinks and lollies, and I go to put stuff in the fridge, and Warp's bought whiskey. And he goes looking for some ice. There's no ice cube tray. There is no, you know the things that hold the drinks in the door of the fridge?
Yeah.
They're missing. So he's like, how can I make ice? And he gets 2 cups and he pours water in them and puts them in the ice thing in there. They didn't freeze.
No, I'm not surprised. Like, that dinky little fucking bar fridge, I'd be surprised if I was going to say that it might have had, like, a freezer compartment.
I was always scared that they were going to freeze and crack the cups and I would have to pay for them. So I at the end of the night before I went to sleep, I took them out and put them in the normal fridge. They froze in the normal bit of the fridge.
Huh.
And I'm just like, excuse me?
It's fascinating to see, like, just real penny pinching. You know, because you know how cheap you have to be to not get, like, a fucking knee-high fucking bar fridge that's just not a piece of shit. Like, you can get those for nothing. They're like under $100. They're cheap to fucking get. Like, how fucking povcunt do you have to be to not just go, oh, let's upgrade these?
So we had an interesting first night. I got drunk and we ordered some food. We got a HSP. Oh god, it was good. Love HSPs.
Hang out with the owner, just let herself in, just start talking to you.
And
I get those kind of vibes.
the next day of Friday was the first day of BAM. I didn't really record any footage on this day because it's a mini day. It's essentially from like
Everyone shows up.
4 to 10 p.m. and it's where a lot of the smaller tournaments are held.
Like Smash
on this
Brothers,
day.
Beyblades.
No. Those are big games. Smash Brothers is big, and Smash has its own separate area as well. Like, you come up
We
like an
sequestered
escalator, and there's 2 hall rooms, and one is like for Smash,
One is further away from
and
the
the artist alley. Like, they had lots of cool artists and stuff. They had keychains and merch and stuff, and they had some custom stick makers there. They made one of the custom sticks was just a skateboard deck with buttons on.
Oh, I think you showed me a picture of that.
Yeah, they were all over Twitter, which was really cool. And then in the main hall, you had the main stages that were mainly for Street Fighter, Guilty Gear Strive, and Tekken, and then a bunch of all the smaller stuff everywhere. I was there that night for Guilty Gear Plus R. I thankfully didn't enter Tatsunoko versus Capcom. I was going to, but then I didn't practice, so I just thought against it. I was glad I did not, because that game's on the Wii. So they ran it on Dolphin. It was a 40-man bracket. They had to configure controls for every single controller, every match. The bracket did not finish that night. It's rough, because they only had one setup too.
Ouch.
Yeah. So that I was glad I did not enter that, because that would have sucked.
Yeah. I just ditched it.
I went 0-2 in Plus R, which I thought. I'm new to the game.
Which one's that? Is that
Guilty Gear Plus R is
Core 2,
the
Anus Revenge?
is the one before Exard. So the newest one is Guilty Gear Strive, then Exard, then Plus R. And it was like originally Guilty Gear XX, and it went through a bunch of things to get to this revision.
If you say so.
The first guy I played Faust, which is that doctor with the bag on his head.
Yeah, Dr. Bum Punch.
And I've never played that character in that game, so he was a really good player. He destroyed me, but I had fun. The next player I had to play was a character called Justice, and it's a giant like mecha sort of thing. And she is one of the best characters in the game because of a few reasons. She has a counter, which is really good, and her down move. You press down on each different button. She launches a nuke out, a little missile, and if you hold the button, it just keeps traveling till you let it go. She can cover the whole screen of nukes because you can hold the button, you can do multiples. So like if I do punch, it'll start going across. If I do kick, it'll start coming out like on a slight angle. So it's hell getting in on the character. I did really well. I didn't win, but I felt I did really well considering I never fought the character, and I felt my improvement in the game. So that was fun. That was cool. And then I hung around and watched everyone else try to do everything else. Play Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, and
I am kind of curious as to what 2024 competitive Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Some players knew what they were doing.
This is a game that has gold Lightan in it.
Yes, the hypest match was probably two robots, two of the giants fighting. Because in that game you pick two characters, unless you pick one of the robots, one of the giants, because it's a giant character and it fills up most of the screen, and so you only get one.
It sort of has like a little bit of that ratio thing.
But it's a game. It came out before Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah.
It is a proto Marvel vs. Capcom. In a lot of the ways it works is very similar, but it is not. You do not have those long touch of death combos. It's not as fast. It's very grounded in comparison, and it ran really slow because that's what the game is. So I didn't envy having to run that. I left to go home because it was draining just watching it.
Yeah. No, I can't because I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, all right, how would I do 30 fucking dolphin?
The way to do it.
So is everybody using different? Because
everyone's bringing their own controller.
Yeah, but are they different controllers?
Yes.
In model, I mean by model. Are they non-GameCube controllers? Or is
no, they're not GameCube controllers. People plug in arcade sticks and everything because we just plug it into the PC. So we're mapping controls for every single controller that gets plugged in.
That was the thing is because you can... I was thinking, all right, people are using a lot of fucking GameCube controllers. You could just auto-map a GameCube controller, save that as profile 1, and then reuse it. But
I wish.
Yeah.
No. The way you're supposed to run something like that is go, here's two controllers. These are the two controllers on the setup. You want to use something else? Too bad. It's a free bracket. You're not a competitive Tatsunoko versus Capcom player.
You're just here. Yeah.
You're just here to have fun and play the game, which is what they did with the Kamen Rider game they played, which was also on the Wii. They just had Xbox 360 controllers set up. They had a piece of paper that showed the controls, and off you go. Because that was a 43-man bracket. There was a lot of people who played that game. It's really cool. It's such a cool game. It's kind of like an arena sort of fighter. It's a bit 3D. And yeah, there's Kamen Rider, all the Kamen Rider characters, and there was, I think, 4 or 5 that were banned. And they were showing us why the characters were banned. The game doesn't exist. There's a character called Skull or something, and he has a gunshot that tracks anywhere on screen and is instant. And it goes into an animation and
just... First, pull up on YouTube or something, just Kamen Rider Wii banned characters, because I'm kind of curious now. I love this shit, because this had happened in, the olden days, because nobody was thinking. But, it's been a while since then, and, now we know, if you want to make money off your fighting game, people might need to be able to play it against each other. And that's kind of been a big thing, is, let's make sure there's just one character that doesn't have, a borderline unavoidable fucking 30-second cutscene for a super move. Where we watch a Kamen Rider do this shit, the fucking semaphore nonsense. This is the most YouTube ads I've seen possibly in my life. It just makes me angry. It doesn't sell me anything but fury. I've tried to explain this to people who are in advertising. It's okay, it doesn't work. All you do is upset me. and upset me to the point where I'm having to resist the temptation to push you over because I just think you're a bad person that produces nothing good.
I don't know if they're gonna show it in this, but yeah, this character's skull,
Alright,
not
so-
that. So once he gets like enough climax meter, which is essentially the super meter,
I figured.
there it is.
All right, so what just happened? So like, I looked away for like a second. Okay, so that he does the 2 kicks, and he appears. He must have enough climax meter.
So he rushes back and shoots, and that pretty much projectile can catch you anywhere on the screen unless you sidestep at the exact very one frame
I
moment.
didn't even see the fucking shoot. Like,
No.
he just rushed back, and then this started.
And then that's what it does. And because you can charge your meter as well, there's a chart like, and you can do climax time. You get full meter. So he's one of the banned characters because, like, literally, you could just stand back and spam that if you wanted to, and it's nearly unreactable. So yeah, it's a game.
What happens? It's just some bullshit. Just some hot bullshit.
On the way home from the venue, we're on the tram, and I noticed this guy
Fucking Melbourne.
across from me that has like long hair. He's got a lot of tattoos and stuff. He's got a little bit of nail polish on.
Must be one of them Hell's Angels.
Just kind of in my own little world on my phone. All 3 of us are just standing there, just waiting to get back to the place. Next thing I know, he's in my face. Like, right in my face. Like, comes up to me and just starts talking to me. Just starts in the middle of a story.
That is okay. I've not had someone get that close to me. I can't stress how much starting in the middle of a story, like, you're aware there's a conversation.
Yeah, because
going
he's
on.
like, so I'm a school teacher, right? Like,
Yeah.
and he just starts talking about the male patriarchy keeping him down and all this sort of stuff. And I'm just like, sure. And he like keeps touching my arm. And I'm just like, the fuck is going on? He's telling me how he can't have like colored hair in school and how they all started getting like weird when he had nail polish. And I'm like, oh, you're trans in denial. Okay, I get this. Anyway, he's like, I got a tattoo done today. He was on some shit. He's like, you want to see it? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So he pulls up his leg, shows me his tattoos and stuff. And then he just like, he introduces himself to my other friend. Like,
don't do that.
Firstly, he's like, oh, I think his name was Andrew. He's like, I'm Andrew, sorry, blah, blah, blah. And like, Kat's not having any of this.
Andrew,
She's like, hi, man, who are you? And she just goes, no. And
Andrew, has it occurred to you you're a giant fruit?
so warped, and they're like, oh, you guys gamers? And he starts talking about how back in the day he used to play Diablo and he had to put a quarter in the computer for it to run. And I'm like, what the fuck are you on?
That's some community center shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, all right, we've put a computer in here to keep some of the kids from like getting into meth, but like, that's like power costs money.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It is like it is because there are a few like there are a few little ways in which like certain kinds of mutant will talk to me, but it's still very, very rare. 'Cause the whole of my countenance is like bootleg T800.
I'm very approachable.
Yeah,
I look nice and
yeah. I look like I choke the life out of human beings, and even when I'm trying not to, which is kind of the bummer. Like, there's photos of me at the wedding, my friend's wedding in fucking New South Wales, and I look like a dude that like John Wick has to kind of fight a bit to kill. Like, I look like a fucking Chechnyan warlord, like just having in a suit.
So luckily our stop came. We got off. If it wasn't our stop, we were going to get off anyway. Wait for the next one because this was a lot. Because like literally he was over there, then he just appeared in front of me and was
fucking great.
it was a lot.
You attract so many mutants. It's so fucking funny.
I do. And
The second you said nail polish, I was like, all right, I can guess where this is going.
so we go back, order some food again because like we can't. There's nothing close to us. There's a lot
There's
of
a microwave and a vending machine.
there's a lot of restaurants that are near the venue, but like they're all closed.
Yeah.
Even though it's early, like most of them are closed. So
Probably,
it's a
if-
Friday night.
If they're kind of based at or around the venue, they're probably like will only bother opening if
Yeah.
like there's like the races on.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, and they can
yeah.
do packages and shit like that.
So get some sleep, and then we prepare for Saturday, which is the big day.
We are here for day 2. Well, it's kind of the first official day. The first day is kind of, shit. It's okay.
It was not good.
Yeah, no. Because the first day we had plus R, and that was it.
Yeah.
And-
I tried to play some games with people, but like there was not enough setups, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So, day 2, I got Street Fighter, you got Kamen Rider first up.
Yep.
Then we both got Under Night at 2 p.m.
Then Marvel
at 4, and I've got
Nuts and
Vampire
balls,
Savior
just
at
trying to
4.
celebrate.
at the same time.
Yay! A lot of us are in VSAV and Marvel.
Yeah.
We're gonna delay brackets. Let's go. Oh. All right, so here we are. It's at Mooney Valley Race Course. It's a pretty big place.
Jockeys, a tribute to femboys.
It's a bit clustered inside. Is it?
Yeah, it's a lot more costly than last year.
was a lot more space, but it was all also like classic tables, which the whole.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They weren't doing. I don't think they were doing double sided.
It was just like single road too much. Both ends.
Oh yeah, true. Because that.
They had that fucking monster tent last year.
A monster tent?
Yeah, they just had free monster.
Oh, that's sick.
You could just go in and take it, but it took up so much space.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, the cursed jockeys. I hate them. Why? Why jockeys? Little men. I don't know. They're just in the flower bed. They disturb me. I don't know. I don't know any jockeys, brother.
I don't know. I'm not that rich.
I kind of wish I did know some jockeys.
Yeah?
Yeah. They'd be interesting people, I feel.
Those ones are only scared because they were just in the flower
Yeah.
bed. They're generally disturbed.
You say that now, but have you ever seen any dirty clothes?
Yes. Yeah.
So bam, this way. Yeah.
I noticed they walked police doors this time. They went walk last time.
We cannot be trusted with doors.
Nah. FGC players and doors? Impossible, man. Multiple enemies.
Whoa. We go up. And on the left here is the registration desk.
This is the queue you just get. Oh, you go one here.
We've already got our passes, so we can just go in.
I suppose that would be the benefit of going on Friday.
This is where some
Yeah.
stick setups are. You can buy sticks and parts.
Life for sticks.
Life of Sticks makes cool stuff.
And we can like go through like
And this is the place. This is the place to be.
The place to be.
To play the fighting games. I'll be over here, Street Fighter 2. Okay, so we're at BAM, and I'm shining spotlight on players from around Australia that I like, personally. And this is Katoro.
Hello.
I'm going to ask you some rapid-fire questions. How did you come up with your handle?
It's a mix between Kirito from Sword Art Online and Totoro from My Neighbor Totoro.
Damn. I respect it.
Thank you. Not many people do. Yeah.
What is your main game?
Currently Under Night in both 2.
And who do you play?
Batista and Sub Gordo.
Because you're a dick. I had to verse Katoro. It went
That
to
is a
as I thought it would.
substitute
Katoro was very good, very
Thank you.
decent player. What other games do you play?
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, Vampire Savior, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Those are the main ones.
Okay, so I'll see you in Vampire Savior.
Yeah, you will.
That's fun. Who do you play in VSAF?
Anacris and Morrigan.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm top seed for
I've
some
heard
fucking reason.
people don't like your Morrigan.
They don't.
Why?
I spam Soul Fist, and it's not that good in that game. It's a very fast game, but I still try and slow it down, and that kind of annoys
Oh,
people.
I see what you got going. I like it. You having a good weekend?
Yeah, it's been really
I've got
fun.
some food.
Traveling was kind of scary. First time flying alone. But,
damn.
Yeah, otherwise, it's been nice. Accommodation's cool. Everyone's really cool. I really like all the people here. So, yeah.
It's good stuff. So how have you done in your game so far?
Well, I just made top 8 loser side for Under Night in Birth.
Let's go.
I came 3rd for Persona.
Oh, let's go.
5th for Actress Again Current Code.
Nice.
I don't think I did well in Type Lumina, maybe like 1-2 or something. And Beyblades, I won like half of the games in my
Oh,
pools.
damn, you're a Beyblader?
Not really, I'm just stealing Kevin's bays. But it's been working. Destroyed a kid, I felt great. He had a Beyblade shirt and everything. It's like you knew this is his passion. I just came in and I 5-0'd him.
That's the best feeling.
That was awesome.
I in a Pokemon tournament once, I had to verse like a 6-year-old.
That's what it's all about.
And I
right
popped
there.
off.
It's as you should.
I was like, yeah, in your face. And then I was like, oh, I forget where I was. Oh, that's bad. Hopefully you win Under Night. I'm rooting for you.
I hope so too. Thank you.
Wait, is Pitchy, are you still in? Oh, you're out. Okay, yeah, I hope you win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Otherwise, I would be rooting for Pitchy.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
Unfortunately, Queensland, we had to team kill a lot.
Yeah, I saw. It was not pleasant.
No.
We're gonna have an SA team kill coming up. Me versus Costa. Losers for top 8. It's gonna be rough.
That's going to be cool. The team kills, though, were good because I came out on top.
Let's go. Best Queensland has to offer.
Which means, no,
for sure.
Which means I come back and, like, do well in locals, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will see you around. Make sure. Do you have anything you want to plug?
If you want to follow my Twitter, it's @KatoroFGC. My other one got banned by Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah, I wondered why you disappeared for a bit.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wait a second. Where did Katoro go? What did you do?
I tweeted, rest in peace Gordobot when they made the bot changes, and then I will kill Elon Musk.
Look, I agree, but let him install his own Neuralink. He'll do it himself.
Oh, yeah. Something will happen. Something will happen.
It will. Awesome. Thank you, Katoro.
Thank you.
Now we see some Toro. This is the grand final.
Yeah, you just got to keep dodging it.
Thing.
Yeah.
There we go. There's my goat. Yes.
Yeah. If he gets the curse off in like the corner, you're screwed.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got footage of it. I hope I did.
The side beats are just that much up. They're also not the gratitude.
I want a game.
Yeah, like he's like higher top tier in what, fighting evolution.
Yeah, really started fighting evolution.
Yeah.
He's a one-touch
character.
for the entire team.
Look at it.
Yeah. Like he's absurd.
Yes.
He's just actually broken.
And in Hunter, he's like, again, around with Margaret.
Absolutely. Because like you get meters so quickly in this game.
Because it's like there are a lot of
Yeah. Here it is.
That's my fucking goat.
Yeah. Because like it's a rhythm. Like if you get it the first hit, you're pretty much good.
Let's go, Katoro. And we're back.
So Katoro ended up winning BSAV. I think I can't remember if it was from loser's side or not. I think he did. I think he had to come from losers to reset the bracket against Salty, who was very, very decent Queen Bee. My first match, I versed to Morgan, didn't really know what he was doing, so I was having fun. Then I had first Pitchy, and Pitchy plays Sasquatch. Pitchy's a very good player. I made it a game. I still didn't win, but I made it a game.
Yeah.
Then I had to verse Taj. And Taj played Dimitri, and I won the first game. Then he switched to Talban. Talbane, whatever his name is.
John Talbane.
Yeah, the wolf. That fucked me. It was a very close match, but whoa, that was hard to verse because of the wolf thing he does.
Yeah, like, because I can't remember who it was, but I thought Taj in one of the other games where there's a character that has that, like, dash and then dash back attack thing. And it's an arsec, because he's good at using those to, like, just fuck you up.
Yeah, because it can do it like 3 times, so it comes in on you and like goes down, up, and stuff, and like you've just got to hold it.
Just don't know when, because sometimes not every gamer has it, but sometimes if he ends up in the air, he gets up just as he's falling down. He's allowed to do an air attack as well.
Yeah,
and so you'll just wind up in this situation where it's just like, okay, there might be a hurt box coming, there might not be one coming. I got to keep blocking. All right, now he's behind me, or is he not? Because that's a fucking bit ambiguous.
So I did some interviews on this day. I played in Street Fighter in the morning. I entered because I wasn't gonna enter Street Fighter because I haven't been playing it. I haven't played this patch at all, but I entered anyway. My first match was against a gentleman called Volian, who played Minnow. I forgot to bind my Drive Rush and Drive Impact macros. But he whooped me so hard, like so hard. And like one of the games was a perfect. And I got off and I sat down like on the seats behind because my other friend was playing still. I was watching him. And then Volian versus his next opponent, and he did the same thing to him. And I was just like, damn. And I talked to him a little bit, and I'm like, you're really good. This is crazy. I'm rooting for you. You're my guy. I'm like, you beat me. So when you beat, I essentially beat. And which was funny because he actually went on to go top 32.
Nice.
He beat Margot. It was a nut set. It was crazy. And like he got off the stage and like he was, was shaking and everything. And I high-fived him and he's like, "That's your win." And I'm like, "Yeah." He was a cool dude. My next match, I had to verse a Jamie, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm out of the tournament. Jamie versus Marisa is very hard because of all these multi-hitting moves. Fortunately, this was this guy's first tournament, and he was very nervous, so he wasn't using those moves. So I beat him 2-1. It was close, and we were both like shaking at the end, and we went to like shake hands or fist bump, and it just got all, and we were just like, oh my god, like it was. And so yeah, I won that match. I advanced on. Then I
shake hands or fist bump. I rub ears.
I versed the Zangief, and I'm like, yes, the matchup. I know I'm good for him. 2-0'd him.
It's so fucking funny because I mean, it might change seeing. I mean, I don't think it will because you can't just play a grappler.
No.
It's a hard archetype. Just go, oh, I'm gonna move on from whatever I've been doing and just do this.
Yeah.
So even though Zangief's had some actual solid buffs this time around, I still don't think we're going to see a lot of like Geef players.
No.
So it's just always so fucking funny to me that the 1 or 2 other fucking Geef mains that you'll ever run into are fucked. Because all you do is play against a grappler.
Yeah, I know that match in and out.
Yeah, I take grappler brain into every fucking game I play, and it must like, because I know how brutally disheartening it can be when someone just seems to know when you're gonna do pile driver every time, and you're just like, it really fucks you up because now you're like, oh, rather than you thinking, oh shit, am I gonna get like pile drive? You're thinking, shit, should I do it now or should I wait? No, they're just gonna fucking do whatever they did last time. They're not gonna do that every time. Maybe I should do it this time, and then you just fuck yourself. You're like, your brain's broken.
So then I had someone DQ'd. They weren't there, so I got a free win. Like, booyah. Then I had to verse a player called Rups, who plays Kemi, and was insanely good. And like the difference between like other players and this player was everyone else sat down and was like, hi, how you doing? Like everyone was pleased and happy to be there. Everyone let the intros rock. This motherfucker was straight to business. Skip the intro, everything. He wanted to get through that match, be done, on to the next. And he whooped me hard because Kemi is a very hard match. Especially because if your character doesn't have very good anti-airs, she can dive kick a lot. For spacing and for shenanigans, and she's got very good strikes.
Shenanigans?
I played okay. I definitely knew some things I could have done better to probably make a bit more even. But so that was me out. I went 3-2. I came 65th out of 200-something people.
Oh, I mean, look, that's
and I'm
not
like,
bad,
what the hell?
Yeah.
Now I have to play Street Fighter. This is bullshit.
You're in the top 100.
Then we had Under Night, And under night, our bracket was, oh, we had 5 players from Queensland in our bracket. There was 2 brackets.
Oh, that's what you're talking about with the team kills.
Yeah. Most of us, I think 4 of us won our first game. 1 person lost their first game. I won my first game against Gordo, thanks to the knowing matchup experience. Then my next match was another Gordo, who was better. That was a very close game,
Gordo.
but I lost that. And then I had to go to losers, and unfortunately, Warped had to verse Pixley in losers. Pixley beat Warped, so that was a team kill there. Then the winner of that had to verse me, and I beat Pixley. Then I had to verse Katoro, and Katoro washed me. Because I played Katoro online, and as we were walking over, I'm like, I don't like this matchup. And Katoro's like, I love this matchup. Knows how to play me. Like, I haven't got much experience against the way he plays that character at all. So, he knocked me out. Meanwhile, 2 of the other Queenslanders had to verse. So it was one of them knocked the other one out, which was sad. But it is what it is. That's what a bracket happens. It's going to happen. Like, it's just, it lines up. If certain people lose in certain spots, you're going to fight. It's just how it is. I was happy to win my match because, like, that person has beat me twice in tournament, but now I've beat them twice in tournament. So it's catching up. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Well, I mean, like, that's, like, for things like this, you know, it's always that thing, you know. I don't think many people go into these tournaments unless they're fucking delusional. Like, of the, 200-something people who are in Street Fighter, right? I don't think, you know, there wouldn't be a sane 50, you know, maybe give or take, that would think, I can win this.
Yeah.
You know? Like, look, there's a fucking reality. You don't go there for that. You're going there for the, you know, part of it's the experience, part of it's the personal journey, seeing, like, all right, can I beat this person? Can I do it in this environment? You know, I'm good at home.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, maybe I'm not good in the fucking, you know, tension of the fucking, you know, moment. And that, you know, that's the energy you got to take it on. Because, like, if you're thinking, like, all right, I'm going to stroll up and fucking, you know, clean, like, fucking 200 other people, or 150, you know, 199 other people, you're going to eat shit.
Yeah. And the last game I had for the day was Marvel, and it was so late. It was on at 4 p.m. My meds had started wearing off. I was tired, so I'm already not feeling well going into it. My first opponent DQ'd, which was really sad because I wanted to verse that person because I wanted to warm up, and first matches are usually more chill. So went straight into my second match against Esto, who I believe won the tournament. He played 0 and destroyed me. I had a few opportunities where I could have won games, but I dropped combos pretty badly. I was all over the place. And then my next match, I had to verse Utro, who plays Team KBR, which is Hulk, Sentinel, Hagar. And I've never versed Hulk. So, like, Hulk, it has a lot of armor
big
moves.
boy.
A lot of armor moves.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know how to play the general match.
You do something and you just get hit.
And the difference is between Queensland Marvel and everywhere else is way better. Not so much in skill, but the way they play, right? So in Queensland, I get away with doing a lot of stuff at all times. I'm the one who's throwing out everything when I want, and a lot of people let me get away with that. The players down here don't. They are on top of you 24/7. So it just that's the difference in the amount of games they've played versus the people in Queensland. Because the people in Queensland, a lot of us are still
feeling out,
still learning the game in a lot of aspects. There's a few really good players, but most of our best players don't even play anymore. So it is what it is. Like I
playing Genshin Impact or Honk Rail or whatever the fuck it is.
Probably. So yeah, that was a little disheartening because that was like the game that I usually do best in.
What a Honk Rail
But
is.
like I also looked at the tournament bracket before coming and going, I'm not getting anywhere in this bracket. Like, because I know all these players. I know how they play. I'm fucked. Because like there we go. No, it's catching up.
Pull Duchess.
One of the players was VGD, who's from Singapore, and he is insane. He is insane. He was such a nice fella. He came up to me and was like, "Oh, Amber, I want to make sure I get sets with you, like before." And it was like he just played everyone. He was really nice, and he plays like Wesker Sentinel, I think Virgil, and his Wesker is insane.
Huh.
It is insane. I have never seen a player play Wesker like that.
You got to see proper Wesker.
No, absolutely, and like
Not shenanigans Wesker.
no wait, was it? No, I think he played. Actually, I don't think it was Virgil. I think it was Hagar in last position. Either way,
Is that the one because he's got the invincible lariat as a call out? Yeah.
Drones covered everything. Just everything. He converted every combo off drones. Like the amount of times he would do like teleport mix up with drones, and it's just so hard to block. And like even he's like, I don't know how to block that. So it's like you can imagine, like, what do I do against that?
Neutralize.
So he ended up coming second, which was really cool. All right, we'll get some more.
See, I've been playing a bunch of fucking Sentinel, but in like X-Men Children of the Atom.
Oh, I played that on the plane as well.
Yeah.
I
It
love
was a
that
lot
game.
of fun to use because everything you can cancel into everything, and so you just kick and then send out drones.
Yeah.
He does so much damage too.
All right. We got some more interviews and stuff I've been doing. Trying to get players.
Meet the mutants.
With another interview with the lovely Pitchy,
Hey.
the heart of SA. How did you come up with your tag? What is your full tag?
Okay, so currently the tag is Hannah Pitchy Stockman. I changed the gender on the tag when I announced my transition. After it's a femme for Hans. Hans Stockman is a character that I designed for a Year 8 German school project where we needed to write a children's picture book.
Lore.
And I figured since the Pitchy is derived from a much older online username, and then I pivoted to Hans Stockman because I started to pivot to an online handle that looked convincingly enough like my real name that people don't try and try to dox me. So, you know, people go, oh yeah, like Hannah Stockman, that's just her name and Pitchy's the nickname. It's like, no, it's all fucking fake. So there you go.
All right, what's your main game?
Let's see, what is it at this point? I mean, like, I'll say it's plus R, but the thing with running anime in SA is that roughly the same 8 people enter anything that you run in that time slot. And in SA, if you're in SA, you want to help out with organization, please get in contact with us next monthly and start helping out. We need more people, because as it is, we all do too much work, and so we don't have time to run the 500 games SA knows how to play. But yeah, I would say Double X plus R is always up there, but also like we're playing a lot of Undernight at the moment.
Yeah.
I played a bit of Grand Blue, enough that I can make it into top 4 locals and just gatekeep the kids.
Okay, who do you play in Plus R?
Plus R, Justice. I
You're a dirty Justice player.
I literally wrote the book on her. The Guilty Bits episode, that's me. The original draft of the wiki, that was me. Stuff like that.
Damn, talented. And in Undernight, you play Kaguya.
Yeah. So I originally played Hilda when Uniel first dropped. I was mad about having no good defensive options, so I switched to Eltnam. Then my play really stagnated for about like 7 years because so much of SA Undernight was just myself and Nurk, and then everyone else was way below. And so like 7 odd years of my Eltnam versus Nurk's Byakuya, it's like, I'm so tired of playing this game the same way with the same character. They put in the big titty gun carter lesbian with 2 guns, and I'm like, hell yeah, that's my jam. And then I saw Color 23 and went, there's a fucking Alisoft reference in this list. This is speaking to me in a deeply spiritual and horrible level, so I'm committed to the bit now.
That's fair. What else? Oh yeah. So we're in Melbourne.
God's country.
How was your trip?
So I drove with Nemba Kaiser, who's one of SA's best broadcast production guys. Yep. He handled the Tekken event over in Northern Territory this year.
Oh damn, nice.
Yeah. Nemba, Kaiser, my boyfriend Fenno, and Alistair One, who's mostly here to play Beyblades this weekend. Mm-hmm. He's a pretty good Axelin plus R, really good Patchouli in Toho 12.3, stuff like that, all over the place. Good friends.
That's cool. How have you done in your games so far?
So I did terrible in Type Lumina. I went 1 and 2 there, just playing garbage. First thing in the morning, I'll be busy. I got second in Yattergrass.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm. I got to beat the love heart to Dejan's thumbs up.
I saw that. That was fantastic.
Yeah, lovely stuff there. I played terrible against Dejan in the first set, and because again, I'd just been spending 2.5 hours running plus R. We got a 40 entrant bracket done in 2 and a bit hours.
Oh, it was insane. You're
the best.
You are the best.
And then, what else was there last night? There was, Tatsunoko DQ'd during my first game because there was a combination of my stick was dying and also the setup was scuffed. So like, this thing's going to take so long to get it finished. Just DQ me. I don't want to be dealing with logistics problems right now.
Absolutely.
So I bought a new stick. It's another combo. It'll be fine. Current code, I got 7th, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm really
Respectable.
scuffed and busted there. And I got 9th at Undernight just then, so just out of that top 8, but you know, I have not been grinding as hard as the rest of SA has, so the fact that I got close to top 8 despite being very busted up at this point, feeling pretty good about that.
Good. And what do you got left? You got these have?
I got 5 million games to do, it's pitchy. So I've got Vampire next.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to make at least top 4 in that, given the
Okay.
players that we got there. I play Hitbox and Vampire now because short hopping constantly as Sasquatch was really killing my wrist with my day job. So Hitbox, really good there for short hopping. 664, 664, easy. Then I've got Power Quest later tonight. My boyfriend Fenno's running that.
Cool.
Really good game on the Game Boy. I'm going to make grand finals on that because I play extremely good fundies and there's not enough SF2 players in the bracket. We then have Super Turbo tomorrow.
Yeah.
Super Turbo. I'm thinking I can crack top 4 in ST.
Who do you play in ST?
Chun-Li Fast Strong, baby.
Okay.
Shake my hand, GG's 30% each throw. We also have Gundam. Kitaro and I are teaming in Gundam.
Oh, nice.
Kitaro's playing F1, of course, piloted by Zex Marquise. I'm going to play either Andrew Van Pelt's Lago or Stella Louise's Gaia Gundam. So that's why we're Team Doggy Styles X.
I love it.
And there's some other bullshit I'm in.
Right. Okay. Last of all, you have an event coming up.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about that?
Oh, you want to know about the Big Cheese 3, October 11th to 13th, St. Clair Recreation Centre, Woodville, South Australia? You should come. It's great. We got 5 basketball courts booked out. 2 of those basketball courts is just the artist alley. We have like over 60 artists coming, probably even more. There's going to be so much independent art and cool stuff popping up there. We've got an arcade free play area with rhythm games and some other private collectors arcade games. We're going to do some arcade super play demonstrations this year.
Yeah.
Possibly even SA Legend A1 Majors, probably going to do like some Street Fighter 2 double perfect runs. We've got the mystery tournament. What is in the bracket? You'll find out when you enter it. It's a prestige event. It's $10 fees like the big boys.
Mystery events are always very fun.
It's cool. Fenno and I put so much thought into the stuff we're lining up in Mystery Game each year. It's a blast. We've got 5 million games that we run because we love all the weird stuff in SA, as well as the big heavy hitters. It's a great time. It's right on the train line, so you can stay on the CBD. It's like a 15-minute train ride. Come to the Big Cheese 5. Start.gg/Big Cheese 5.
I'll probably be there, so come. Do it. Or I'll break your neck. I don't know. I'll force Katoro to eat vegetables.
Okay.
The
Camera's not happy about that.
The look on the face. Thank you, Pitchy.
You're
Good
welcome.
luck in your games.
Thank you, you too.
So we got Pitchy playing some Super Turbo. I don't know.
Wild seeing people play Super Turbo.
It's crazy. The most characters that were played, guess.
Vega?
Nope.
Chun-Li?
Nope.
Uh,
The 2 most characters
Geef?
played was Balrog
oh, duh, yeah.
and DJ.
Huh. Oh, never would have guessed DJ. It is, like, such a weird thing, because, like, Super Turbo is basically a crime compared to modern fighting games.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it is absolute batshit madness. Like, look how much damage that one DP did. Like, you know, yeah, like this shit, like, just, wait, what's happening? Well, you're in the corner, and now, like, you're going to get hit and then thrown.
There was also a few Chun-Lis, yeah. Those were the 3 most popular characters.
Like, it is absolute nonsense to watch.
I didn't get to interview Dejan, but I did talk.
Okay, I'm back and I'm interviewing my favorite player.
Oh, this is my favorite interview by far, but we'll get to that. Phil is a character.
That looks like end of the movie Tyler Durden. Which I don't think it's an accident.
Taj plays old Ryu. You know, in Super Turbo, you can pick the old versions of the characters.
Oh, so it's Hyper Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
No, Super
So
Turbo.
he's using the
Use the codes.
right.
Yeah, he likes old Ryu for a few reasons. He's got a Tatsu setup.
Like
I can't
original
remember.
Street Fighter 2 Ryu.
Yeah. So he doesn't have the super.
Yeah.
It does a bit more damage, and he's also the original Ryu color. He doesn't like the new one because you can't choose the old color.
Yeah.
Which I vibe with.
Yeah, no, it's the worst because I didn't realize why they did it, but they did it so you can tell what edition you're fucking playing as.
Yeah.
But, like, I also hate the colors.
Me too.
So like, I find myself stuck because I play a little bit of Hyper because I got it on the cabinet.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting to go back and play from time to time. Because it's one of the few Street Fighters I never really played a lot of with any kind of competence.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, it's like you played on the SNES.
Mm.
It was like, I'm going to beat up my little brother.
Mm.
And that was what it was for.
And old Sagat's in it. And you can tiger. It's just stupid DP.
It's
everything
apparently,
about him.
like, it is one of the very few legitimate, like, fucking 10-0 matchups if Sagat can corner Balrog at a certain range.
That's ridiculous.
Where it's just tiger. You're just stuck, and you can't button out of it. You can't fucking turning punch out of it. You just fuck you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna show you this interview because this is with a player called Phil, and just wait till you hear his handle because it's great. I love it so very, very much.
Firstly, what is your handle?
My handle is Sunglasses and Bald Man.
Oh shit! How did you come up with that name?
I was at the previous BAM. I was standing behind a TO. They didn't know who I was. I got DQ'd. I have since not been DQ'd from a single thing.
I wonder why.
Is it that or Kenny too? One of the two.
What is your main game?
It used to be Smash. And then I realized I play every other fighting game, and Smash hurts to physically play.
Smash? That explains your degeneracy.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand neutral. Neutral isn't real.
And what is the main character you play?
I play Byakuya from Under Night. I am a degenerate. I believe that anyone who can be conditioned to block should be punished in the hardest way imaginable. Command grabs should be mandatory for every character.
Oh, we love to hate you.
Reasonable.
So, how was your trip here?
You know what? I had a pretty good time. I came in. I've had a lot of Korean food. I've bought a lot of shit. It has been an eventful trip. Seated to play at seated to go 27th. Came 17th.
Cool.
It's been pretty good.
That's nice. Yeah. So, what games did you play? You played Under Night?
I played Under Night. I played Kamen Rider. I played Smash, and I've got to play fucking.
Oh, you still played Smash?
I still played Smash. It was fun. First Wookins, a goddamn Bayo player. I'm like, all right, let's go. But I still have Toho to go, so I'm gonna go back home to the B&B and immediately build my Yu-Gi-Oh deck to play that thing.
Oh, you're playing what?
It's the Toho fighting game. It's some shit.
Okay. What's that on? I've never heard of that.
I got sent a file, I downloaded it, could have been a virus, worked out well in the I genuinely am not sure.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, Sunglasses and Bald Man is from Queensland. A regular in the uni bracket, tearing it up, making warps angry. It's...
One day people will learn to anti-air me and my career will end. I will retire immediately.
No, you will not. Fair. You will find another character.
I'll just find a way to get around the
like
anti-air.
when you switch to Londrekio.
Oh my god.
The ice pitch.
That's coming soon.
Oh, it looks so nasty.
It's miserable.
Oh. Anything else you would like to add?
I'm alright. I think I'm good.
You think you're good? I think you're good. Your style is immaculate.
I try. I got the sheepskin coat.
It's so fancy.
It's cold in Melbourne.
I see you sit down and you just with your glasses and the coat, and people should be afraid. They should be like, "What the fuck?"
Before it was whenever I was playing before, I just put shoulders back, coat falls in the chair. I'm like, God damn, this wasn't planned, but it feels good,
Well, thank you for your interview. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Come to Queensland Rambats so you can see Phil be a dick.
Oh yeah, I'm the worst person alive.
I love this.
It's been a long day at BAM. We got lots of stuff still going on, still going strong. Tekken is over there. We got Tatsunoko versus Capcom right here. As you can see, the elderly are suffering. Barry has fallen asleep. It's good times. It's good times.
Yeah, that's the one
Calm is
Tatsunoko
running
versus
the
Capcom
Tatsunoko
setup.
versus Capcom bracket. It started last night. It didn't finish. It takes a long time. Running it on Dolphin, the settings for button setups is a pain in the butt. Warped is over there playing Kamen Rider, which is an insanely fun-looking game. I did not play it because it was a 40-man bracket. Well, I had Street Fighter. Yeah, it's pretty much nearly wrapped up for the day. There's a few more tournaments and games left. We'll go on for the next few hours. And then tomorrow, we're going to have a lot of the top eights and finals. So that should be a good time. Time to relax because I'm out of everything. I'm washed. I'm bad. We got this. It's fine.
So that night, we go home. We're like, we don't want to get Uber Eats again because it's expensive. And so I'm like, why don't we get cup noodles? We're like, yeah. I've seen them in the 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is across the street from us.
Honestly, if you get to the IGA, that IGA probably had some good, like, the cup noodles can get pretty sophisticated these days.
It was a bit of a walk, though. We were really stuffed. And 7-Eleven is across the road, like literally across the road. But the 7-Eleven, it was at the time where the guys got to run around and grab all the stuff for you. And I hate it. I hate it because I'm an adult. I can walk in and pick up the things I want. Having to tell someone what you want and then watch them run around the store. It's a feeling.
They really, like, this should be done with a machine.
Because, like, I'm like, I want the fantastic cup noodles, beef, and chicken. Guy comes back with the chicken and a completely different brand of noodles. They were next to each other, so I don't know how we got the new. And I'm like, no, the same one, but the same brand, but that one. It's like, oh, so he goes and gets it. I'm like, I want a Monster Energy drink, and I'm like, I want the Papillion flavor, and I'm like, it's the pink one, and they have like 3 different pink ones. So I'm like, one on the very left, the one on the very left, and then he goes like the third one from the left, and I'm like, what are you doing, brother? Anyway, eventually, finally get him to pay for it, and as we're about to leave, I've taken the stuff out of the drawer, like the little drawer they push, give you your stuff. This Mercedes pulls up right in front of us. Window rolls down, and there's a lady in there. She goes, "Oi, can you ask him if they've got blue tack?" And my brain just skips a beat because someone is asking me to ask someone if they have blue tack. So I just turn around to the guy and go,
why are you in a Mercedes needing emergency blue tack at like fucking midnight or whatever?
I turn around to the guy and I go, "Do you sell blue tack?" And the guy's like, "No." I turn around and to the lady and I go, "No, they don't sell blue tack." She goes, "Seriously?" She starts getting angry.
Yeah.
And like looks at me as if I'm supposed to solve this problem.
Lady,
and I go, "Yeah, no, they don't." She goes, "Who doesn't sell blue tack?" And I just felt like saying 7-Eleven.
Well, who doesn't have blue tack?
Why do you need blue tack at 11:30 at night? You're in a Mercedes.
Yeah, who doesn't sell blue tack? Fuck out, lots of places.
So it was a lot.
Hello, KFC. Yeah, can I have some blue tack?
It was a lot to take in. This lady just wanting blue tack.
That's...
She sped off, all pissed and huffy.
Like, I get you need blue tack and it's annoying to not have blue tack, but like also like that's not the world's fault, and you're not making a point by being like, I mean, there might have been blue tack in the 7-Eleven somewhere. I mean, I live near one of those 24-hour Coles / Shells, and so it has stuff.
Right.
And unlike most places that sell stuff like that at midnight, it's technically a Coles. So it's got like Coles prices.
Yeah.
So it's like you can go there and get like bread for $2.
Right, gotcha.
As opposed to like $8.
Yeah.
And if I went there, I'd probably be like, yeah, I expect there to be some blue tack when I show up at the fucking 24-hour blue tack area. Just like, yeah, if they got blue tack,
and
I mean, I'll chew this gum and sell it to you for $1. I like blue tack.
So we go back, make our cup noodles. We went to because Khan was staying in the same place, but they stayed in the back part. The apartments there were much nicer. They failed to tell us which the nice ones were, because like at the time I was like, "There's 2 rooms left. Should I just book now?" Yeah, okay, book now. So we didn't really do any research or anything. Next time I will definitely do my damn fucking research. So we go to Khan's place to play some casuals.
How much was it?
I think it was just shy of $700 for the however many nights it was. Thursday,
Look into the
Friday,
fucking
Saturday,
Airbnbs
Sunday.
and parasites, but they're damn.
Well, it was just a suggestion. Like they were like, this place is good. We're staying here, so we were gonna stay there, so we could hang out with them as well, play casuals in our rooms and stuff. And so we went there, played some casuals, drank some whiskey, and ate our cup noodles. Wake up the next day for the final day, and I'm like, I'm not gonna bring my stick. I'm fucked. I'm tired. I don't want to play casuals. We go to the 7-Eleven to get like a sausage roll or whatever in the morning for a snack. And as we're crossing the road, we see this weird lady just walking into traffic.
That's what happens when you don't get your blue tack.
And it looks like she's going up to and knocking on windows of cars. And
alarm bell, man.
We're just like, what the fuck? And as we're walking to 7-Eleven, she's walking towards 7-Eleven. We're like, no. I'm like, no, I don't want this. I don't want this. We end up going into 7-Eleven. I pick up a can of drink and some stuff, and she's following us around, going, excuse me, guys. Excuse. And I'm just ignoring her. Because I don't want to talk to this. I don't want to be part of this. Whatever it is, please, lady. And I finally just turn around and go, yes. And she's like, you got any change? And I'm like, no. I don't carry money. And like, so that's what she must have been doing, knocking on people's windows, asking for change in the middle of traffic.
Just go, sure, and get your like card out and go beep on her forehead.
So that was already the start to the day, and
I know what you mean, because like, yeah, there was a time when I probably would have had change. I was like, yeah, fine, that's change.
Yeah, have some.
But like,
No.
Yeah, it is so rare to have physical cash on me these days.
You don't need it for anything.
No.
So yeah, that was an experience. We went back to the place. And the thing is, I was watching people play casuals, and I'm like, damn it, I want to fucking play casuals.
Why did I bring my stick? Casuals are fun.
Because, like, it's a pain in the ass to carry around a heavy bag on one arm all day. It weighs and pulls. So I'm like...
I have a backpack that's got 2 shoulders.
So I went to Uber, and I'm like, Uber, give me your hitbox. I have never touched a hitbox in my life, but I was desperate. I wanted to play.
Honestly, like, the problem with me approaching a hitbox is because... the closest thing was me playing fucking Children of the Atom on the keyboard. I just defaulted to the arrow keys of the directions.
Yeah.
So I used it right hand for like directions and left hand for like buttons.
Yeah.
Which means I'm regular fucking stick, but I'm goofy hitbox.
Yeah. No, that's a Warp plays left-handed hitbox, southpaw box. There's a few people that do. Like my friend Chrissy, she plays on keyboards. She plays on a keyboard now. So she hasn't got a hitbox because she has to get a custom one commissioned to be left-handed. Right. Because it's the same thing. Use the arrows. So let me tell you, that hitbox changed my life. I want a hitbox now.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
I have nerve damage.
Yeah.
And like carpal tunnel, and that thing felt so nice. My hands did not hurt. DPs were easier to do. I'm just like I still didn't play as well as I would on a stick, but I wasn't dropping combos. Yeah. Like I was hitting all my stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is bullshit. I need one of these things, and they are so cheap now.
There's like, as someone who has assembled various arcade cabinets and things, and frequently purchases like buttons, all that shit, there is no reason a hitbox should cost more than $100.
No, well, that's the thing is a good Chinese hitbox will cost you 105 Australian.
Yeah,
and that's ridiculous. And like I played on one, and I'm like, this thing is perfect. And like the person was like, this was like $50, and I'm like, fuck off. Whereas if you want to get the official hitbox one, they're trying
to talk about
the
like,
patent one.
Shit. Like what are they claiming to have patented on that?
They wanted to patent the layout of the buttons, which you can't do.
No.
But anyway, an official hitbox costs like 500 Australian, which is laughable.
Like it shouldn't have. There's no fucking, sane reason why it should cost that much.
No.
Like, I get markup, not that much.
No.
Because again, even good buttons. I'm not talking about going to, like, fucking J-Car and grabbing, like, Boxo buttons. Good buttons, good switches, cheap as shit.
Yeah.
Cheap as fucking shit. You're not
It's
you're
just,
not
it
even
used
dealing
to be
with
a big portion of the price was shipping, because hitboxes themselves are massive. Like,
why are they so fucking big?
because they are like it's the idea is it's like as big as a keyboard.
Right.
It's like
So you
it's
can sit
big
on
so
your
you put
lap
on your
kind of
lap.
thing,
Like
right,
yeah,
yeah.
but like they're just that's why snack boxes took off so much because they were tiny, and like most hitboxes, like the one I want to get is like small enough to like fit on my lap perfectly. And it's so good. And like you can have a little display on it that like shows a little picture when it boots up. It's cute. So I'm gonna get one of those eventually to save my wrists. Because
It's weird. I don't get any wrist issue from stick. There's none.
yeah, but the problem was right when I was playing shooters 10 hours a day.
Oh, right, yeah.
So wrist flicks and stuff constantly. And also masturbating twice a day.
I suppose I do a lot of like I do a lot of like wrist strength
Yeah,
and
you-
shit as well. So
yeah.
I've also got my MCA stick installed finally.
Plus, I got like the nerve damage from my spine and stuff, which affects my nerves and my hands as well. So yeah, I'm gonna switch to that. That was fun. I'm like, I like this thing. This thing's good. So that was fun.
A little touch box.
Unfortunately, I am gonna have to talk about the big downside of BAM, and I want to make it known because it is a very big point for me and a lot of other people. 2 weeks before the event was announced, 2 weeks before the event happened, it was 2 to 3 weeks, the company running it announced that they were part of the Esports World Cup. Most of us, if this was told at a very early date, would not have gone at all. The Esports World Cup is sponsored by Saudi Arabia.
Saudi sports washing.
It is sports washing. For those who don't know what that is, they essentially take esports and sports and everything, throw shitloads of money into it.
It's funny too because it's only Saudi Arabia because only Saudi Arabia has the money to do this stupid shit.
So basically, they're trying to just shine positive lights on areas to move away from the human rights violations,
Which they still do.
and everything. And the funniest thing about this sort of shit is, like in protest, all of the tournaments that usually run side tournaments, none of them were streamed.
Yeah.
All of the organizers and stuff were like, no, we are not doing this. This is bullshit. So there was big protests against that. Pretty much all of us, most of the people I know, people I associate, none of us coming back. After this,
it's the fucking FG.
the big thing is that this is building to
70% of it's transgender. At
exactly
this point.
right. The big thing is building
Or some kind
currently,
of associated fruit.
Guilty Gear and Mortal Kombat are both dominated by queer and trans presence. So it is very likely that they are going to win the world tour and need to go there. But they can't go there. They cannot go there. So it's gonna come to a head. Oh yeah, like it's really gonna come to a head.
This is a country that can't deal with the sight of a woman driving a car. I'm a moon fag. It's like they'll explode.
It's not good.
Oh no, fuck no. I'm completely because I've fucking been watching the fucking WWE do this bullshit. It's like, oh, we're partnered with Saudi Arabia. It's like, oh right, that's natural. You're a bunch of monsters too.
Yeah.
But this, you can't, because that's what they're doing. They're getting them, they're breaking out the fucking wallet. And bear in mind, that's a big fucking wallet. It is an order of magnitude beyond any wallet you have ever seen in your entire fucking life, because this one inbred fucking family has owned oil for the past 70 years. It's Arabia. The House of Saud is a single fucking monarchical line of fucking pieces of shit. Although the main dude does look shitloads like McLovin. It's the weirdest fucking thing. No, seriously, look at him. He looks like McLovin. It drives me insane. Every time I see him, I'm like, it's Christo, what's his name? Mince Plus or whatever. In fucking Saudi gear. It's like, what the fuck's that about? Oh no, that's right. This is the House of Saud guy. Looks like fucking McLovin. I don't know why. Just some bizarre cosmic fluke.
And thankfully, there's a lot of high-level commentators and event hosts.
No, this has to be hit and hit hard.
Are pretty much going, we're not supporting this. Yeah. We've been offered. All of us have been offered to go there. All of us have been offered a lot of money, and we're all turning it down. Yeah. And it's like, the FGC has always been one of the most accepting places of people. And
bunch of fucking povcons.
We are not changing this shit now, because it's like, imagine losing the demographic and the history and everything that it has ever stood for just for some money.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's never been about money. The FGC's been known as poor.
Remember the reaction when, like, Capcom Cup was like, it's $1 million.
Everyone was like crazy. Like, that sort of money had never been seen in fighting games. It's like, you look at other esports like League of Legends and stuff where, you know, there's millions upon millions of dollars on the line split between a team. You know, like, we've never been that because it's like, it's never been that sort of sponsorship thing.
I'm kind of curious about precisely that. Like, I feel like there's some time and place stuff to it, you know? Like, I feel like, you know, that there are those factors that make things like League of Legends and Dota both appealing and easily accessible to lots of people. Like, more so than fighting games.
Yeah.
Like, and the hard reality of fighting games is when you're beat, you're a loser.
Yeah.
You weren't let down by the team.
Exactly.
You don't have a million excuses. Your ass got beat.
It's very hard because, you know, price of entry is high into a fighting game. It's also it's hard. Like, let's just say you're playing you play Street Fighter, right? You've played Street Fighter. You pick up Street Fighter 6 for the first time. The game has drive impact, drive rush, multiple meters. Like, system mechanics aren't fun. To get someone into a fighting game, if you're showing them system mechanics as a way to get them into the game, you're going to fail. They're not going to stick around. If you show them a fucked up thing you can do in that game, look at this crazy shit. Oh, that looks awesome. I want to do that. That's how you stick around. A game like League of Legends is a team game. You learn a team role.
Also,
you have other people to depend on.
You just click shit.
And yeah,
you don't have to get a new thing. You don't have to learn this. This is its own thing.
Exactly.
Even like the fucking tickle box is its own fucking thing. Like, you know, operating a spreadsheet and playing League of Legends are physically identical.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's very, things are different. So
you know,
it is what it is. But
that's the weird thing is, like, for some fucking, there's just some weird nugget of oddball that's just at the core of the FGC. I've never really been able to fucking nut out what it is, and I just find that fascinating. And it's such a, like, you were dealing with people who will cut off their nose to spite their face in a lot of situations. Like, you were dealing with people who will stick as one character even though it is losing them, and sometimes losing them money.
Oh, ride or dies, yeah.
People who will, like, fucking try to organize tournaments for games nobody plays and shit like that. And, you know, I wouldn't even say it's a bold challenge. It's a stupid challenge to try and, like, sports wash with this shit. Like, what the fuck do you I get using the WWE. I get using golf.
So
like,
the main reason that they are targeting the FGC is from a sponsorship perspective, right? The World Cup is a globular cumulative. What the fuck is that word? Cumulative thing, right?
Yeah.
So let's just say we run an esports team. We're a team, Big Nuts Esports, and there are 30 games that our teams can play in.
Right.
You don't want the best players in the world. You want as many players as possible across these games.
Right.
So, for example, if we've got teams making top 8s, we're getting points. So it doesn't matter if we've got, you know, Daigo on our team in Street Fighter. Have we got someone who consistently goes top 8? Awesome, because our points are going to be bigger than everyone else's because we compete in more games.
Right.
So it's just it's a thing where they grab as many games as possible and different types as possible so they can spread that. And it's going to be bad because a lot of players will get swept up in, oh, that's a big payday. But the thing is, they got you for that year. For that year in the Esports World Cup. They don't care about you after that.
Oh, so you got to sign up for a full, for a full year thing.
Yeah, like it runs for a year.
Oh, right.
So, like, you know, what happens after you've taken the big payday just for this one thing? Now a lot of organizations have you on the radar as taking the big payday. So places are aware of that. They're probably going to drop you because, like, unless you are literally the top, like, seeded player and you were guaranteed to win, like, why would they give you more money? Like, if they've lost overall, how much money have they spent across all these teams? It's just, it's such a bad place to be in.
Also, it's just, like, again, you're helping, like, a bunch of fucking lunatics. Like absolute murderous
Like,
pigs who should
when they run the game as eights,
Like these people deserve like a full Mussolini.
when they ran the game as eights tournament, you looked in the crowd. They were all men. There was no women there. There was no women commentators. There's no women presenters. There was no women participants.
No, the place is fucking medieval.
And it's just, it's so hurtful.
I consider it a stain on the species that Saudi Arabia exists as it does at all. Like it's an embarrassment to us as an existence.
Yeah.
The House of Saud, man, woman, and fucking child should be ripped out of the species by the root. Whole lot in the street, hung.
It's rough. It's a rough place.
As a fucking, as you know, as much as a punishment that they deserve, but as a warning, like, just don't do this again.
Yeah, it's not good, and I don't want that anywhere near my FGC. So all of us have been like, nah, that's it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, fuck them.
You did this. You took this money, in spite of the community, knowing the community and what we are. Like, look at the anime section.
Again, like it's just such a funny thing to me. It's just, you know, like.
And like the thing is,
it's like banning gays from the Tony Awards or something. It's like, what do you fucking?
The thing is, I'm not.
Your fucking audience is.
I'm just not talking. I'm not also just talking about genderqueer. I'm like, look at the Street Fighter, look at the tech, and look at how many people are just queer. Like,
well, as I said, just general fruits.
Like it's
like it's not like they're they hate gays but they're okay with trans. Like they're not okay with anything.
They hate everything.
Yeah.
Like if imprisonment, like. If you kiss another man or a woman as your own sex over there, the punishment is death. It's death.
And they still do that shit.
Like,
it's a fucking medieval. I mean, shit, it's probably worse than medieval. At least medieval didn't have like fucking. They weren't able. At least medieval days, they weren't able to like look through your fucking social media.
They keep tabs on you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Some puff shit.
Yeah, so that was the downside of things. It was unfortunate. We got some more interviews.
We're back with more interviews. I am joined by, what is your handle?
My handle is midnight_Oz on Twitter, but literally everywhere else it's Midnight Oz. That is me.
How did you get your handle?
I thought it was a cool name when I was making my persona, and then I asked my friend, hey, what do you think of Midnight Oz? And he told me that's a absolutely fucking terrible name. So I said, you know what, fuck you, I'm keeping it, and that's why I have it now.
Excellent. And where are you from?
I am from New South Wales. I grew up in Griffith, and then moved to Barrel, Moss Vale, Mittagong, general outer Greater Sydney area, and then moved up to Darwin to work over the last 3 years, and for this year I moved back to New South Wales, and now I'm living out of New South Wales again.
Back?
Oh yes, oh my God!
What's in Darwin?
Good question. Been there for 3 years, and I still can barely answer that. They have a fighting game scene.
Oh wow!
Amazingly, they do. They have a scene up there. There's actually some Northern Territory guys here at BAM.
Oh, wow.
That are here, yeah.
That's
One of them's very
crazy.
upset because his flight got cancelled on the way here, so he could only make it to today.
Oh, that's
and I was very sad because I was commentating his pool for Street Fighter, and then he wasn't going to show up, and I was like, oh.
Damn.
What's your main game? My main game is Street Fighter. I've been playing Street Fighter since the second season of Street Fighter 5.
Okay.
Playing Akuma that whole time in Street Fighter 5, but ended up being able to play a lot of different characters, and now Street Fighter 6 is still my main game, and I play Akuma now that he has freshly come out, and I play Akuma.
You betrayed the Maritza army.
I have, yes.
I don't know how to feel about it. No, I get it. She's hard to be consistent with.
Very volatile character.
Yeah.
Kind of see Big Bird saying that he's going to drop the character online, very recent hot topic, and it's like, understandable, I get it. But, I mean, if you're playing Marissa, you've kind of accepted the life of I live and die by the sword, or rather the massive fist as it hits your face.
Absolutely. In my Street Fighter pools yesterday, I went 3-2.
Hey, that's pretty good.
And thank you, considering I have not played this patch. The first match, I versed a Manon who happened to beat Margot. So,
you know what? Fair enough.
They went through the top 32 winners, and I'm like, you know what? That's fine.
That's fine. I understand.
And the second match, I versed a Jamie, and I hate Jamie. Jamie's one of my worst matchups as Maritza because of all his multi-hittings.
Yeah.
However, it was the guy's first tournament, and he was nervous, and he was not doing multi-hitting moves. The moment I worked out, it was Gladius City.
Gladius City, good.
And then I versed a Geef.
Classic.
And my best friend, Gabriel, he plays Zangief.
Yeah.
He's like 40-something years old, and he's played Geef his whole life.
Yeah.
And when Street Fighter 6 came out, we played like 50 hours of just Maritza and Geef. So I know that matchup in and out.
In and out, yeah.
Then I had to verse Rups with Cammy, and that destroyed me.
Yeah, Rups is a pretty good player, let's be honest. He's very good at what he does. Yeah, look, people asked me if I was going to play Marissa for this tournament. I said no.
Yeah.
I'm on Akuma. I played him for a week. I only played the mirror match online because everyone was. But I was like, it'll be fine. I can figure out my matchups. Round 1 DQ'd, so then round 2 went to Liam Grayson.
Oh, Liam.
And I fell in final game, final round to Liam.
Who was Liam playing?
Ken.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ken player.
Yeah.
Queensland Pride.
Yeah, Liam actually
Liam's
versed
playing
him,
Ed now.
I think, in one of the first Rambats we
Versed him in
had
tournament
for
yesterday.
Street Fighter 6, and he played Maritza then. So we were playing the Maritza mirror.
Oh my
and he
God.
destroyed me.
It's betrayed the Marissa army as
I
well.
know, you're all leaving me.
Oh.
It's okay, I'll carry the torch.
I'm definitely going to keep her as a pocket.
Yeah.
I just need some time to figure out what matchups I would actually rather play Marissa in first. Like, I need to get my ass beat on Akuma first to be like, okay, I don't like this character.
You know what matchup I love as Maritza?
Yeah.
Guile.
I can agree with that because guys just can't do whatever the fuck they want.
Exactly. You throw a boom and I'm mid-screen, I'm super punching you. So you lost to Liam.
Lost to Liam, went to losers, had another DQ, and then got Photons.
Oh yeah.
I beat Photons 2-0.
Nice.
I got, can't remember, it was a Kami player. I'll remember the name of it at some point, but it was a Kami player. Close set, but I did win that 2-0.
Nice.
It really shouldn't have been a 2-0, but I got fortunate that I dropped some stuff as well. And then I ran into Angel on stream, and Angel absolutely smoked me at that point because I came off commentary straight into pools. And at that point, my brain was like, no footsies, only fireball, only demon flip.
And who does Angel play?
Ryu. He's like 17 years old, and he's a wizard at the game.
I find, honestly, Ryu, like a solid Ryu, patient, good fundamentals, one of the most infuriating things to play against in that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a wall.
He's really good.
So yeah, that ended your tournament run.
But 33rd on a week 1 character.
That's insane.
That's insane.
That's
so
really
I am
good.
very happy with that. Hopefully next year, at least winner's side or loser's side top 32 actually get there. If not top 8, that'd be sick. Guilty Gear Strive is going
Guilty Gear
absolutely
is
insane.
Going off. Did you see the dude take his shirt off?
That was round 1. Not grand finals, not losers finals.
No.
Round 1.
Yeah.
I can't believe we've already seen a strip poker happen on round 1.
It's amazing.
Anime players are a different breed, aren't they?
They are. I'm in that camp now. I'm in the anime camp.
Yeah.
I have a, which is weird, because I went 2-2 in under 9 birth.
Yeah.
What other? I went 1-2 in Vampire Savior.
Yeah.
And I did 3-2 in Street Fighter. I did the best in the game I don't even play. And I'm like,
sounds like you need to play more Street Fighter.
my background is there. It's where I live. So
Yeah.
I do need to play. I'll start entering at Rambats. Because
Yeah.
I haven't been playing at Rambats. I've only been playing Street Fighter 4. Because I'm old. And the new players from 5 and 6 come to 4 and they're like, oh, we were good at these games. We can do this one. No. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen.
I have tried to play Street Fighter 4. Some Street Fighter fundamentals can help me, but I am not actually built for Street Fighter 4.
No, it's
not at all.
It's a different game, and
Yeah.
I love it to pieces. I played a Capray, so
Oh my
I'm not a very
God.
nice person.
Boink.
Yeah.
Overhead.
Her, the best clip I ever have was I was playing my friend, and I've done uppercut. He's landed behind me. Done demon as Akuma. After the pop, he went to the right side of me somehow and got hit by the uppercut. and they're never going to live that down. They hate that moment, and he's like, this character is unfinished, and I'm like, yes, it is, and I take these.
And we do indeed take those.
So have you got anything else on for the weekend?
Nah, honestly, I'm just going to be here. I'm going to run some casual sets with friends and people who want to play me. Maybe one of the Japanese players when they come back for the top 8. And then I'm going to watch the top 8 for Street Fighter. I'm going to lose my voice. And then I'm going to go to the after party and I'm going to break it even further.
Nice.
With drinks and alcohol and Street Fighter.
Just lube it up. You won't feel it. It's fine.
Just a few shots of whiskey will do the trick. You know what I mean?
And now, I actually met you. I found you because I played you in a ranked.
Yes.
And then I actually coincidentally saw your name on Twitter. And I was like, oh, damn. I was like, oh, they stream. And so I followed you on there. So you do stream. Plug your stream.
Again, Midnight Oz. It is just, I try to keep my name as consistent as possible. That's been the one perk of Midnight Oz is that nobody else has taken it except for Twitter. Fuck you, whoever's Midnight Oz on Twitter. But yeah, everyone else is consistent. So just look up Midnight Oz. I have not updated my bio in forever. So my bio still says Street Fighter 5 commentator and coach.
Oh, wow. So you just need to change one thing. Just make it a 6.
Just make it a 6. Yeah, it's I've literally only updated the profile picture and everything else is still the same. It's very funny. But yeah, I do stream on there. I'm going to be streaming a lot more because I now have a new PC.
Yeah.
Oh, I had an Alienware laptop. It got a bit old. It was struggling to stream Street Fighter and play the game.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? Fuck it, get a new PC.
Nice.
Whatever.
You should tune into Midnight Stream. It's a good time.
You might learn something or you might watch me just get my shit kicked in by better players in Australia. You never know, but it's going to be a good time regardless. Because I just try and vibe and have fun.
It is. It's a fun time.
That's what it is.
I enjoy hanging out.
Like, it's funny, out of my whole friend group, we were all like, yeah, we're just going to come to BAM and we're just going to have a good time regardless of what happens.
Yeah.
And like, everyone was in one way or another a little bit salty about a performance or because the brackets got fucked up or something like that. And then there's me and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take 32.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm having fun, man. I'm vibing.
Yeah.
One of the TOs was like, we need more people like you.
Absolutely.
Just here to have fun.
Absolutely. Well,
That's
thank you
what I'm
very
doing.
much.
Of course.
Is there any other majors you're going to come to coming up?
Look, I did Evo Japan. I've now done
Oh,
BAM.
yeah.
My wallet is smoked. So I need time to go to work.
That's fair.
Just do work, build myself back up. Probably OHN.
Yep.
Because it's a Sydney major.
Yep.
And
Well,
I'm local.
you're there, yeah.
I'm already there.
You're
I'll
there.
be there for that. I will be watching Sunny Side Up.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Acedia, as much as he won't shut the fuck up about it.
That's the point, though.
And it's his God-given right to do
We need to
so.
get the knowledge out.
Yes.
Like, I run streams at our Rambats for Marvel and Uni.
Yeah.
And, like, people come to me, like, someone came to me this week and was like, oh, you're Amber, you run this stream there. They're like, what the fuck? Your quality and everything, like, it's next level. It's so professional. And I'm like, yeah, no one watches. Because no one knows.
And it's the smallest streams that are like that, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's like someone who's just like got mad bank and just like put it into the stream.
Oh, I'm poor.
Oh, well, now you're
I've
poor.
done content creation for 9 years, so I've
That makes
and
sense.
I'm a music student, so like I like all the engineering and technical sides of things. So. But yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, but
Awesome.
I will be at OHN otherwise. Catch me online, follow me on Twitter, hit me up on Discord. I have a Discord server. That's actually where I mainly am. But I'm not fussed if people do or don't go there at the end of the day.
Everyone's in like a million Discords.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
And like that's why when I say to people if they come and join my Discord, it's like there's no obligation for you to actually like stick around.
Yeah.
And or talk frequently or whatever. Like I don't give a fuck. Live your life. If you decide to talk once a month, I don't care. It's just nice to have you in there.
Absolutely. Well, thank
So,
you, Midnight.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy getting blitzed tonight. The finals is going to be great. I'm going to be there with you.
I'm going to be sitting at the front row and I'm going to be losing my voice very aggressively.
Let's go.
So hopefully it'll be on stream and then I can look back at it and go, oh, look, I'm losing my voice. And you just hear,
Oh yeah, I've already lost my voice. I was sick before coming, so I can't scream. It's not there. It's not there.
it's just a new and unique tone.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
there it is. Yeah, I'll be in the crowd.
Yeah.
It's good. All right, thank you.
Good vibes.
Okay, we're back.
Got a
We're
few
interviewing
more
more people.
interviews.
Most people from Queensland because we're the best. With me is, what is your handle?
Tech.
Tech.
AKA the technique, but yeah, most people call me Tech.
That's really cool. And where are you from?
I'm from Queensland.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
actually, yeah, I'm out Ipswich way,
Oh, yeah.
but which, is all right. But yeah, sunny old Queensland.
That's cool. And what are you known for in fighting games?
That's a good question. Probably I'm most known for my commentary work. I have played at, like a tournament level. Last year at BAM, I made top 16. Back when the game was fresh and no one knew what the hell they were doing. But yeah, I started doing a bunch of work on fledgies, like fledgling fighters, with my fellow commentator Mid.
Yeah.
And yeah, from there, I kind of branched out, started doing some SFA stuff. I did pools last year. I also managed to do pools this year. And I got to do top 32 this year as well, which was really, really fun.
I saw it. Looked really cool.
So much
You
fun.
guys do good work. I'm
Thank you.
glad to have you guys around.
It's a blast. Love commentary. I love being able to bring people who might not have the kind of like the inside knowledge of what it is to play at that level. I love being able to bring people into that so they can kind of understand what's happening and get a bit more insight as to why the decision making is so impressive. Because like if you don't know what's going on, you just kind of see one person punching the other and everyone's making like a big deal and you don't know what's going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So out of the games you do play,
Yes.
you play Street Fighter?
Correct.
You play Tekken?
Yes.
And what characters do you play?
So in Street Fighter, I play a little bit of Manon, but mostly I'm playing Arky these days.
Yeah.
I also play, a bunch of the Shotos. I try to play as many characters as I can to get the insight to kind of assist on commentary.
You know what the Marisa
Same thing
Aki
with
matchup
Tekken.
is?
When Tekken 7 came
play
out,
Cammy.
I tried to play as many characters as possible
It's nearly
just to
impossible.
kind of understand what was going on in the game. But yeah, I played a little bit of Brian in Tekken 7, a little bit of Asuka, and in Tekken 8 I played Jun and a little bit of Brian as well, because mostly the same character.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So how's your weekend been? How was your trip down?
Fantastic. Trip down, I mean, from Queensland, it's like a two and a bit hour
It's not
flight.
bad.
It's not that bad. Luckily, have some local friends who, picked us up from the airport,
Oh,
dropped us off
nice.
at the hotel. Short little walk over to BAM, like a 5-10 minute walk, which is awesome. Being able to just kind of wake up and go get a coffee from one of Melbourne's amazing cafes.
Yeah.
Do like to talk a bit of bollocks about Melbourne, but they do have some pretty amazing cafes and coffee. I'll give it up.
I don't drink coffee.
You don't
so-
drink coffee?
No.
You know what? That's fair. There's a bit
I'm
of
on the
everything.
energy drinks.
It's
But
true.
I'm also on ADHD meds now.
Sure.
So if I take energy drinks, I'm like getting to see God.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
I still do it though.
But just for funsies.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit of what's up.
Yeah. So did you play anything this weekend?
Yes, I I played Street Fighter and Tekken.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I did very little preparation for both. And my results speak for that lack of preparation. I went 1 and 2 in Street Fighter, which is frustrating because all of both the losses came down to like final round, final interaction.
Yeah.
And then just like I made a lot of misplays. And then Tekken, I went 0 and 2, first Tekken tournament. It's gonna happen.
Tekken can be a mountain.
Tekken is a beast of a game.
It's
I have,
crazy.
I have nothing but respect for Tekken players, and I knew I was kind of in a bad situation when I sat down. And my opponent asked me, "Oh, so do you play much Tekken?" And I said, "Yeah, like I play a little bit. This is my first tournament." And he goes, I used to be good at Tekken, but I'm not anymore." If you have ever been good at Tekken in any capacity, you're probably still kind of good. But yeah, it smoked the crap out of me. But it was a blast. I was a bit salty afterwards because it's if you're a competitive person and you have like a poor showing, you have a bit of a tantrum. But then, you move past it. And yeah, today has been amazing. The top 8s, we saw Tekken top 8 earlier, which was phenomenal. Yagami doing an incredible effort, third place. And then we just saw Strive top 8.
Strive was insane.
Oh, what a heartbreak.
Oh, it was so close. Down to the wire for Blitz.
Down to the wire. But
And
Australians kind of showing up across the board.
Across the board?
Yes. Oh, it's raffle time.
I left my ticket in my hotel.
I gave mine to Fibs.
I did
So
leave
I
it in the hotel.
imagine
It was in my
he's
purse. I might have won.
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Australians do love a good raffle.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Who doesn't?
Like the meat raffle is kind of an integral part of like Australian pub culture.
Every time if I go to a tavern for dinner and they have a raffle, I'm like, let's go. Let's go.
That's what you do.
I want that meat tray.
Yes. Even if like you don't want it, you want it.
You want it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like the bragging rights of winning the raffle, you're like, I did it.
It's absolutely
me.
For me, my weekend has been weird.
Yes.
Competing.
Yes.
I competed in a lot of games.
Yeah, tell us about it.
I played Street Fighter.
Uh-huh.
And I went 3-2.
Wow. I mean, like, here's the thing. Everything's going to be impressive because I went 1 and 2. So I'll gas you up. 3 and 2 is great.
I didn't do any prep.
Yeah?
I didn't play.
You still play Marissa?
I still play Marissa, yeah.
Nice. Did you hear on Twitter that she's competitively unviable now?
I am. Look, I already bagged Midnight out for going to Akuma.
For running, jumping ship, plague rat.
I'll hold it down. Don't worry. I'll hold it down.
Thank you for doing that.
And because I didn't expect to do well in Street Fighter.
Yep.
I wasn't even going to enter Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I may as well. I'm there.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
Of course.
And the first match I had was against the Manon that beat Margot.
Oh, Voliant.
Voliant.
Yes.
Destroyed me.
Yep. Can I talk about Voliant real quick? Because I've been watching. Voliant has been entering the SFA midweek mix-ups quite consistently. And they play this belligerent style of Manon, which if you're not ready for in a first to two, you think you can condition them. You think they won't go for the command grab again, surely. And then they will. And you can't do, you have to guess better.
After they beat me, their next match was pretty much straight away, and I watched them. They just whooped the other person too. Yeah. And I'm like, you're my goat. I'm like, you win, I win in spirit.
Yes. It's like you got me, but like you are still going, and my spirit rides with you.
Absolutely. Beat Margot, and I'm like, we like high fives. He's like, that was your win. And I'm like, yeah. It's love it. I love the competitive spirit here because that's what it is. No one's like uppity or angsty or angry if you beat them. They're like, yeah, dude. Good luck, have a good run.
The first local I went to, which was Ascend, technically the first local, or the first offline I went to was BAM last year.
Okay.
And then I came out to Ascend fairly short after, like a month after BAM or something.
Yeah.
And I kind of got to experience firsthand that when somebody beats you, you become their fan because you want them to beat more people.
Absolutely.
And no matter the size of the tournament, that spirit maintains. And I love that. It's great.
It is.
It's really fun because then you get to once you fight someone, you become you get to know them a bit, and then you get to see them fight other people, and then you get to be like, you get their ass. You get them.
It's so good.
Get them.
It's so good.
It's the best.
So yeah, I did okay.
Yes. Tell us about your other game.
Then
Sorry.
I versed, no, you're right.
Yeah,
then I versed to Jamie. And Jamie is like a nightmare matchup for me.
Jamie was never bad.
A lot of multi-hit moves.
Yes.
Screw Marisa hard.
Yeah, it just eats for that armor. Hey.
But lucky for me, it was a new player.
Yeah.
It was their first tournament.
Nice.
They were very nervous.
Yep.
They weren't using multi-hitting moves.
Okay.
So I just was belligerent with Gladius.
Yep.
And I ended up taking that.
Nice.
The next match I had was against a Zangief.
Okay.
And Zangief is my most known matchup.
Yep.
So I 2-0'd that.
Nice.
Then I had to verse Rups.
Yep. Another
and
Geef.
got Kemi'd.
Oh, Rups is not playing Geef anymore?
No, on Kemi.
Oh.
Destroyed me.
Yeah, Kami's rough.
He's really good.
Marisa, her anti-air's kind of lacking, and Kami likes to spend.
You've got to be really on it. You've got to commit super early.
Yeah.
And I was not doing that.
Yeah.
G Purple 39.
G Purple 39.
Purple 39.
If any of you at home have G Purple 39, you have won. Please come to BAM 14 to collect your prize.
I'm really.
And I had a DQ.
Oh, you had DQ.
So that's one of my wins.
Nice.
So yes.
We absolutely take those.
I'm pretty sure it was an international player, so I'm glad.
Yeah. Well,
so
that's
now
another.
I technically am better than them.
I was going to say that's another head on your your necklace.
I played under Night and Birth.
How did that go?
I went 2-2.
Nice.
Which I was happy with.
Yep.
I'm still new to that game.
Yep.
Unfortunately, our bracket had 5 Queenslanders in it.
Yep.
And Pixley had to verse Warp.
Yep.
Pixley won, then Pixley had to verse me.
Oh, not the
then,
team
Then I won.
kill.
Liam had to verse Handy.
Yeah.
So, there was team kills
Yeah,
everywhere. It was rough for us.
How big was the bracket for under 9?
I just want to quickly say shout outs to Handy because I fucking love Handy. He's a good lad. We sat down to play some casuals at uni at Bloodhound, which is at a bar in the valley, and his stick just falls out. As in, the ball top fell downwards into the stick, and he opens it up, and I'm like, "What's going on with your stick?"
Fuck, man?
And he's like, a friend built it like years ago, who knows nothing about fighting games.
Right.
So he just built him a box and put buttons in and everything. We open up. He'd take because he'd bought new parts recently. Nothing was screwed in properly or done properly.
Right.
So he'd masking taped the stick in. And just every time I see Handy, something else is going wrong with his stick. Like on the weekend, he's like, "Oh yeah, my start button's not working."
Masking tape the fucking stick in.
It's funny. Handy's a funny kid. I love him. He's great.
Those 2 pools.
Yeah.
Probably 40 to 60 players, I think.
Nice.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Vampire Savior.
Yeah.
I went 1-2.
Yeah.
Which is better than I thought. I
Nice.
only started playing that game. Marvel, I was dog shit.
I saw your tweet saying that you were incredibly unsatisfied with your Marvel performance. What
There's
happened?
2 more interviews.
Players in other states
Yeah.
are just so much better than us. They play so much more aggressively.
Right.
In Queensland, I won the last tournament.
Uh-huh.
I do what I want.
Yeah. Because people let you?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do not let me do that here.
Yeah.
They are much more disciplined in punishing everything you do.
Sure.
So the first match I had was against Esto, who
is a beast.
I think came 2nd or 3rd.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of speaks for itself.
Then I had to verse Utro.
Yeah.
And Utro plays characters that no one plays.
Right.
Mainly Hulk. No one really plays Hulk in Queensland. Pixley started playing Hulk, but I haven't had matchup experience.
Sure.
So it was just kind of like interaction screwing me that I didn't know.
You're kind of learning it on the fly.
And I was just playing very poorly.
Sure.
It was at the end of the day.
Yep.
I was tired.
Yep.
My meds were wearing off. I was like...
Just like the perfect storm of just bad.
But I had fun. I didn't
yeah.
have fun playing Marvel.
Yeah.
But I had fun,
We're gonna talk about that.
I had fun playing casuals.
Yes. Yeah.
So that was good.
Nice.
We're going to hold that one and
But yeah,
we'll do it.
it's been a good weekend.
Yeah, it has been. And like, even if I think your individual experience isn't 10 out of 10 perfect.
Yeah.
It's always fantastic looking around the venue and just seeing so many people with so many passion in one place, kind of sharing that with everybody else. That's kind of the perfect pick-me-up.
Absolutely.
Like, even if you're having a bit of a shitty time, kind of looking around, just seeing everybody else love it, and you're like, you know what, I'm glad that this is here, and I'm glad I'm here.
It's all about the people for
Exactly.
me. Like, it's
Yes.
the experience and everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you need to come to locals.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Here's the thing. I've been super slack.
I know.
But
I've been waiting. I'm like, I need tech on commentary.
This year is actually going to be. I've got most of my work stuff kind of dialed. I've got my hours settled. I've got all the projects lined up.
Nice.
So now it's actually freed up a bunch of time to start coming to Rambats more, start coming to Ascend more, and start getting out. Because I would love to help out more with Tio's best friend. I would love to do that, and I would also love to be a part of the major coming up in August.
Absolutely.
I would love to be able to...
I'm pretty sure we'd love you to be a part of it because you're a fantastic commentator.
Thank you very much.
We have some other things we're working on.
Oh, secret projects?
A little secret. But,
love that.
So that's gonna be fun.
Yes.
What else? Kind of lost myself in the raffle.
Yeah, we're kind of the raffle. It's like jingling the keys.
It really is.
Yeah.
So for the rest of the day,
Yes.
we have Street Fighter.
Correct.
Top 8.
That's gonna be.
That's gonna be
unreal.
insane.
We have. Yeah. Can we talk about just the internationals that turned up for this one?
Yes.
Because last year, BAM, we had. Who are the internationals that came out last year?
I wasn't here, so
yeah,
I do not
yeah.
know.
I'm trying to think, and I can't because
Was
just
Takedo here?
Takedo wasn't here last
Okay.
year.
Red F52.
I can't even remember. I would have to go back and refresh my memory. But the internationals here this year, we've got Takedo, we've got Bonchan, we've got Tachikawa, we've got Takeuchi, we've got Itabashi Zangi, we've got MOV, we've got Yagami from Singapore, I believe. Not Tekken Yagami, different Yagami. But yeah, the amount of... Yes, we got Margot. The amount of competition this year is super, super high, and they are really happy to just be running games with everyone. Like,
It's lovely.
It's amazing. I was talking with Min about this at quite a big length about how segregated a lot of esports communities are when it comes to like the top players versus the rest, in the sense that it's really hard to interact with that top level outside of the kind of celebrity aspect, like taking a photo and then maybe you'll say hi and that's about it. But when it comes to the FGC, so many top players really are just like your average person at heart. They come to the venue like everybody else. They sign up like everybody else. They warm up on the setups like everybody else. And you can go down and get some games. Like Mid is a massive Takedo fan, has said many times that Takedo is the reason that he got into fighting games. Takedo was playing Akuma sets with randos. Mid got to run up and run like a first to 5 against Takedo or whatever.
That's great.
Like where do you get that? You don't get that
You
anywhere
don't get
else.
that anywhere else. No. It's like
I
top
still
League of
Michael
Legends players,
Schumacher's
CSGO, all this stuff.
Yeah.
They're not accessible to you.
No.
Because they go, it's all teams. They go to those things and it's like...
It's the spectacle. They're the spectacle of it. You buy tickets, you go to the thing, you watch them play. Here, you buy tickets, you go to the thing, you see them in pools. You play against them.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
It is.
It just contributes to the very, very strong sense of community that we have.
It is.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it.
No, there really
It's
isn't.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love being here. It's good being back as a part of it.
Yes.
And just,
It's incredible. Like, I genuinely can't say... I don't have enough praise for not only the FGC at large, but specifically offline events. And like, the amount of effort that goes on behind the scenes with all the staff. Like, I was talking to Ted at Drive Theory, one of the organizers of Drive Theory, and he's been TOing this whole weekend with Street Fighter. He pulled 8 hours straight, herding cats, trying to get players into their pools, and like, it did an amazing job because
that's why I always help.
Yes.
If I like to stick around the person doing the pools and listen to the names called.
Yes.
If I know a player,
you'll point them out.
I know where they are.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll go get them.
Yes.
And I'll run and tell them like, and if they're playing something, I'll come back and tell them they're playing. I told them to come see you straight after.
Yeah.
It makes it easier.
Yes.
It really does because there's a lot of noise. There's speakers, there's commentary, there's games, there's stick buttons.
Anybody watching now can
you can be
attest.
5 meters away from the TO and not hear them.
Yeah, 100%.
Which
it's an unfortunate logistical part of events like this, but the community's all ready to help. Like if you have a homie that's over there and they're off playing a set, you'll like be like, okay, I'll go get them after their game, and everybody's like that. Everybody's like, yeah, I'm keeping an ear out for somebody, or yeah, they're just finishing up over here, or yeah, they're off playing some random game over there, I'll go get them and bring them over when they're done. And because of that, events like this are possible. And I saw a bunch of people saying that, like Street Fighter, I think it had something like 230 entrants this year. And it was amazingly run, and you could count the amount of like technical hiccups and logistical hiccups on one hand. It was just, it ran so smoothly because everyone was putting in and everybody was helping. I don't know what they want. But
they won.
They won.
They won.
That's the important thing. They won.
That's exactly right. Are you going to play Uni?
I actually am. Do you want to guess my character? Okay, so like here. So my characters in anime games are usually pretty one player. I don't want to let the other person play the game. I want to play my game in anime games. But I also do like a little bit of footsie sprinkled in, just a little bit.
Please tell me it's not Batista.
It's not Batista.
Thank God.
I would not do that to you.
God.
I wouldn't do that to me.
Waifu Guile can go away. I hate that character.
How do you approach a girl with holding down back?
You don't.
You don't?
You don't.
You don't.
God.
Yeah, I have 2 more guesses, and then I'll tell you.
2 more guesses. The cast is so big.
It really is,
Oh.
and the cast is so diverse as well.
Not Gordo.
Not Gordo.
Okay.
Although I did try a little bit of him. He seems really cool. Maybe I'll revisit him at some point.
Can we have one of our photographers
Doesn't let other people
slink their way
play.
Yeah.
Because we want to make sure we get a nice photo.
I feel like that could be a very ambiguous term in uni, because I feel like everybody can kind of play that game. But I feel like this character is very epitomizes that mentality. It's like the Eno of Under Night, you know?
If they're out to lunch right now.
It's not Hilda, is it?
It's not Hilda. Oh, that's a good guess as well, though. But it is Seth. I've been
okay.
I've been having a look at Seth. Seth
Yeah.
seems pretty cool.
Seth is, yeah.
Likes to put the orbs up and likes
Put
to
the
do a bunch
orbs
of
up.
the ninja stuff.
It's hard because if you put orbs up and dash,
Yeah.
and those orbs go off screen,
Yeah, they're gone.
they're gone. You don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Seth seems pretty cool. I was also looking at Hyde.
Don't do that to me.
Don't do it to
that
you?
me.
Uh-oh.
We
See, here's
were-
the thing. I know nothing about the uni scene in Queensland, so I don't know
We
who's
have 2
playing who.
hides.
Okay.
We have 0 Seths.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, we got 0 sets? Ooh, the niche.
Yeah. That's
I
why
could, I could feel the niche.
That's why I play Nanase. No one plays Nanase.
I was actually about to say Nanase also
Yeah.
looks very cool.
Nanase
She's a
is
chick
so
with the
good.
wind sword, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's very belligerent.
Yes. I love belligerent
Has a
characters.
fireball game. The fireball can be angled multiple ways.
I've seen it like how it does this, how it goes zoom, and it like
Yeah.
goes across the screen. I was like, what the?
She has like a wind sort of DP that you can delay a dive kick on that
Yeah.
autocorrects which side they're on.
Yikes.
It's
What is that?
she's fun. Everyone
fun.
hates her.
Yes.
Everyone hates
Yeah.
her, and that's what I'm doing.
I love
If
characters.
I'm playing Wolverine,
Yeah.
people hate me.
Yeah.
If I'm playing Nanase, people hate me. That's my calling.
Who's Wolverine? I played. I
In
think it was
Marvel.
Rowdy Howdy's Wolverine. No, I played Khan's
Oh,
Wolverine.
Khan?
Khan taught me how to play Dante, and I was like, this game is so messed up on a fundamental level. He played Wolverine, Dante, Virgil.
Yes.
And we ran like 40 games.
Yes.
And I would get him down to Virgil, and you know, like the image where it's like, you know, you're never gonna get in on me,
Yeah.
but when you do, and then it's fucking X Factor Virgil face.
Yeah, Khan and I played like 30 games last night.
Yeah.
I won 1.
I gotta play more. I
I won 1. Khan is ridiculous,
Yeah, he's
and
actually
he doesn't
cracked.
play anymore.
I know.
And I'm like, you are a...
Makes video essay actually. Yo, shout out to Khan's video essays on YouTube. Have
Khan
you
is
seen?
fantastic. He does
I love
fantastic
Khan.
content.
Had the pleasure of working with him. Oh yeah, Hold Forward. I didn't mention that earlier, but I did a bunch of comp stuff with them.
That's nice.
And yeah, Khan was on the Hold Forward team. That's how we got acquainted. I taught him about furries.
Oh.
What furries are.
Oh, nice.
We were talking about anthros, and he's like, "What are anthros?"
Oh.
And I was like, "Anthropomorphic animals." And he's like, "Oh, those are sick." And I'm like, "Yeah, right."
Oh, heck yeah.
And he's like, "I'm not a furry though." I'm like, "That's cool."
Not yet, not yet,
you
not
like
yet.
Anthros.
Give us time.
Yeah, just a little
Give
bit.
us time.
We'll
I
hit
feel
you-
if someone's interested in it,
Hit
that's
you with the.
close.
It's the hey, like just out of curiosity, what animal do you think is cool?
Yeah.
If you could be an animal, what would it be? That's like if anybody asks you that question, it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
If you actually no, if you answer it, it's over. They've got an artist in the works. You've got a persona coming through.
The
It's done.
best is like if you can do art
Yes.
and they say give you something, just do a little doodle.
Just a small doodle.
And then and see
Like,
see,
haha, I
and
drew you as
they'll be
a
like,
blank. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. There you go. That's your persona.
Yeah.
Your government mandated persona.
We should do that. We should just assign, like, that should be a question, any event we run. If you could be an animal,
Yes.
what would you be?
We should get personas for the other Queensland scene.
Oh, I'd love that. Forced upon them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just as a
You got
just a-
ideas, you got
just
ideas.
a funny joke, haha.
Oh, yeah, funny. Well, thank you very much, Tech.
No, thank you so much.
We hope to see you at locals.
Yes.
On the comms.
Yes. You
playing the games.
Yes. All of it. You'll see me hitting the buttons. You'll see me talking about the buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's about it.
And where can we follow you?
Oh yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at The Technique. You can also follow me on Blue Sky, where I am more active these days because Twitter's giving me the shits.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is.
Do I follow you on Blue Sky?
Maybe.
I have to check that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have to
yeah.
check that.
We'll do that after the interview. But yeah, so Twitter or Blue Sky. I think Blue Sky, I'm like tech.bluesky.social, just the generic domain. And on Twitch at The Technique. I do kind of weekly streams, mostly playing whatever fighting game I'm feeling, but eventually
It's
I do
good
wanna-
times.
Yeah, it
It's
really
good times.
is.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I kind of want to start entering Seb's uni streams on
Oh,
Tuesday.
yeah, heck yeah. Do that,
maybe,
do that.
Maybe do some like
'cause,
streaming
like,
my runs.
We're probably like, it gets pretty busy.
Yeah.
So we're probably gonna start running multiple lobbies.
Dope.
Because I usually stream it as well.
Yeah, sick.
So yeah, it's
Nice.
good times.
But yeah, so if you wanna hear a random collie dude barking in various forms, sometimes in the English language, that's where you can follow me.
Cool. Awesome.
I love
Thank you
you
for inviting me to be here.
Of
It's been super
course,
fun.
guy called
of
Old
course.
Mate Barry.
Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Old
I
Mate
will.
Barry's
I will.
good
Same
value.
to you. And hopefully
It's a good
all of
time. He's the
you
one
are
who ran
having
Common
a
right.
fantastic weekend, and you should come to BAM next year.
You should come
Maybe.
to SSU.
You should come. Actually, better plug.
August.
Take that back. Come to SSU too. August 2nd to August 4th. I remembered it because I had to shout it out because Pug won his match. And
That's
I
right.
promised
That
to
was
Cedi when I
the
on pods.
promise.
That was the promise.
That was the promise.
I fulfilled my end of the bargain. But
Yeah.
yes, come to SSU too. Come to Rambats. Support your local scene and just play fighting games because they are fucking awesome.
Yeah. And the
Pardon
people.
my French. People are amazing.
People are amazing.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Tech.
Thank you very much.
We're back with more Homegrown Heroes. I'm joined by, what is your handle, sir?
My tag is Old Mate Barry, courtesy of the D1G and SSC, Day One Gang and Sendo Savage crew. Love them both.
Sweet. And we're here for BAM. Did you have a good weekend?
Oh, it's been bloody beautiful. It's been absolutely fantastic. Things ran really, really well this time. I got to be real. Last year was a bit of a hiccup here and there, sound issues and whatnot. This year they really pulled it through. Also, Carmen Raider was here, so infinitely better event.
And you're responsible for that.
I most certainly am. The critically acclaimed, eating-produced fighting game, Kamen Rider Super Climax Heroes for the Nintendo Wii, 2012, released in Japan.
And you ran a bracket for that this year.
We most certainly did, and it got way more people.
How many people entered?
40 fucking 3.
Whoa, and how many setups did you have?
I had 4.
Wow, let's go.
No, because I wrote on the application,
Yeah.
straight up. I was like, look, this is only going to get 8 to 16 people. It's a niche tokusatsu game. No one's going to want to play this shit. And then, like, I get here on the day, and we've bolstered up to 43. And I'm like, oh no, we're screwed. We are fucked.
Oh,
I had to drop out like 2 of my games so I could run this shit. So unfortunately, I couldn't win Grand Blue like I knew I was going to.
Yeah.
I couldn't win Tekken like I knew I was going. Guys like Ulsan and Yagami, they fear me.
They fear.
They'll never know true fear.
The knowledge.
Unfortunately, I am too smart. That's why I can't grow
you're
hair.
cursed with it.
The brain is too big. That's why I can't grow hair.
So what did you play this weekend?
So this weekend, I managed to sneak in. I got Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Had a great time with that. We had some Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. Kamen Rider Super Climax Series, obviously. What else was there? There was Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which I did dog shit in.
Yeah.
And today was Soul Calibur 6 and Toho. I don't know the name of the game.
It's one of them.
I know it's like Toho like 12.3 or something. I know it's that.
Yeah.
I knew nothing about the game before I played it. But no, it was good. It was a good time. I got to play enough, basically. There's no real like, I missed out.
That's
Got my
good.
feed. I got my fill.
That's really good. It
was a good time.
It's been a good weekend. And people...
Hello, Jack Perry.
It's all right.
Hello, Jack
We had
Perry
a
from the
cameo.
critically acclaimed wrestling company, All Elite Wrestling.
Come here for a sec.
Come here for a sec.
I may have.
What did you place in Kamen Rider?
First 0-1.
Oh, look at that.
Real.
Look at that.
Real.
Mismatch, well done.
Love that boy. Love that boy.
So yeah, what are you usually known for in the FGC?
I think at this point, we had Hold Forward for a while last year. I've always had my face around places running things. I don't stick to one game.
That's good.
I like to consider myself the fighting game nomad, which is kind of like what Sleep Mode does, where he's like the fighting game like knowledge seeker.
Yes.
I've done it in a sense of like I just want to
Sleep
play.
wrote the wiki on
I want to
Climax.
I don't care like how good I am. I want to get
The
out
main
there and
reason
play
it's
it.
played.
And usually whenever I play something, I will find myself trying to run things for it or organize things for it. So with Hold Forward, we did that. Day one gang, we're trying to do that. We're going to do some little things.
Cool.
Sendo Savage Crew, same thing. I try to get my name out. I try to get my face out. I like doing things for the community. I like building things up because...
Absolutely.
You know, we're not going to be here forever.
No.
10 years' time, who knows what we're doing. But there's always going to be new people walking through that door.
Absolutely.
So let's get it ready for them. Let's set it to the best of our abilities so when they come in, they have it better than we did.
I agree.
100%.
I agree. So, you're from Sydney?
I'm from Sydney, unfortunately, yes.
Oh, why unfortunately?
I don't know. Every other state seems to have like stuff popping and going off, and like the only local that we have a monthly that I can get, like I can feasibly get to, I now work on Saturdays. So
that's rough.
like,
Yeah.
the one time I can get out and go to shit, I'm a wage slave. It's unfortunate because we got a great state down there. We got a lot of great people there. Can't see any of the bastards, so it's online only most of the time.
It's hard. It's hard.
It sucks.
It does. Yeah, we're very fortunate in Queensland because Sleep Mode, myself, and Warped, we do a lot of stuff for our community.
I love Sleep.
Sleep is one of my
This
old
is
friends.
this is my obligatory shout out to that handsome motherfucker, because if it wasn't for him, Kamen Rider Super Climax Heroes would not have been here.
That's right.
He introduced me to that because he's like, I've noticed you watch Kamen Rider, and he's like, check this bullshit out, and I think it was A Touch of Death or something, and I'm like, that is awful. That is so awful. I want in.
Absolutely.
And it's been a 8-month-long downfall ever since. It's been beautiful.
Gone down the drain.
Down
the rabbit hole.
It's a filthy, messy rabbit hole, but it's also got an inner beauty that you just really have to dig deep for.
Nice. You got any more plans for the weekend, or are you back off home?
Well, tomorrow I think we're flying home tomorrow. I've opted to take the day off as soon as I get back because I'm not going to work after this.
Good plan.
Doing a bit of exploring in Melbourne tomorrow. Might pop into the. Can't remember the name of the museum. I'll remember it as soon as I leave.
Yeah.
As soon as I leave, I'll remember. But they got like all this. I think there's a Hollow Knight thing there.
Oh, cool.
There's a Cuphead thing. I go every time I come here. Yet I can never remember the name.
I've never been. That sounds
It's
amazing.
so good. This is also an obligatory Hollow Knight shout out because greatest game ever made. Right up there with Final. It's like Final Fantasy VII, Hollow Knight. Upper echelon. They stay there. Nothing else competes. Just doing a bit of exploring in Victoria, Melbourne.
Cool.
It's a beautiful place.
It absolutely is.
Hopefully trying to catch up with some. I can't do the after party because I'm unfortunately a parent to a 13-year-old.
Yes,
So
that's fair. That is very fair.
unless we do the coat tech where I stand on his shoulders and we fucking walk on in.
That would be great.
Unfortunately, I don't think anyone in this scene is dumb enough to fall for that. You know, we're too smart in this country.
Absolutely.
It sucks. I hate it.
Are you coming to SSU?
I really, really want to.
I hope you do.
I loved SSU 1. I had a ball. Everyone was super welcoming. Always had a place for the Brisbane FGC. And the moment I heard that they were doing a 2, I'm like, sign me the fuck up. I'm going to do everything in my power to get there.
Excellent. That's
Mainly
good to
also
hear.
because Kamen Rider.
Absolutely.
I want to go. I want to see this. The man who brought it all together. I got to see if he can hang.
Yeah.
I got to see if he's like, you know, he may be the knowledge seeker.
That's right.
But like, let's see if like knowledge can actually be put to application, or if I've got to like humble this, you know, handsome man. The old man's got to put in some work. Got to cook.
Absolutely. All right. Is there anything that you would like to plug that people should know about?
Well, I feel like I should plug my boys in the Sendo Savage crew. I don't remember the Twitch handle because I'm inept. But we're gonna be cooking this year. We got a lot of big plans.
Ooh.
A lot of big plans.
I like to hear that.
Day one gang. To the Barnyard, the worst podcast in the ANZFGC. Can I bring my co-host in? Can you fucking come over here? Can I bring my co-host for the worst podcast in the Australian FGC? This is my co-host of The Barnyard, Carnage. subscribe to him on twitch.tv / Carnage5. We do that. We have a good time.
Carnage is making my editing life hell.
He makes my life hell. So what's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine.
Yeah.
Other than that, come to OHN.
Cool.
Come to OHN, day one gang, send those Savage crew. Carnage is a fuckwit. That sums it up perfectly.
Sweet. Thank you for your
All
time,
right.
Barry. Thank you
Thank
for bringing
you.
Kamen Rider here.
I don't know if thanks is the word, but we definitely brought
it's something.
It's something. We definitely brought something to the table. Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Amber Hercules.
Shut up.
It's my guest Carnage 5.
3, 2, 1. All right, we are back with my favorite Wolverine player. What is your name?
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were prompting me. Hello, I'm Carnage 5. My real name is Khan though. Nice to meet you all.
Khan?
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
dick.
Thank you. Well, I fucking 13 urge you. Suck shit forehead.
Dude, it was kind of... It was like, come on, it was like 24-1.
Lol?
Shut up. I'm old.
Third-rate Wolverine.
That's my
That's
option
me.
select.
I have
You're
the
not
third-rate
third rate.
Wolverine.
You're the first rate. I'm the fifth
Thank
rate.
you. Appreciate that. No.
You're my favorite Wolverine player.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So what are you known for in the FGC?
Marvel.
Marvel.
I do
Marvel.
TO. I run online events and stuff. That's about it.
Cool. Yeah, and you do. You on the run up to BAM.
Yes.
You were running an online bracket every
Me and
week.
Rowdy were doing it, yeah.
which
But I
is
was on the
really-
stream and stuff, yeah.
Really cool.
Thank you.
And you ran some brackets this weekend?
I did.
What did you run?
I ran Tatsunoko versus Capcom,
Yeah.
Marvel 3. I helped Barry, who you just had on, with Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
And Street Fighter Cross Tekken 2v2. So 4 games in total I ran.
Damn.
It was a lot.
You're a busy man.
Yeah, very busy,
You're
very
a
busy.
busy man.
Busy bee.
So, did you have a good trip? You're from Melbourne, aren't
I'm
you?
from Melbourne. Yeah. Uber came down and he stayed my place on Thursday night, so we went together. Pendigo, yeah,
Shows
shout
that
out.
Barry's doing
Yeah, I
sus
live like
stuff in the
35 minutes
background.
away from here. 35, 40 minutes. It's not too bad.
Is this an interview thing?
Yeah.
Can I get interviewed?
Sure.
Rob Dog is you can't see him, but Rob Dog is behind the camera. He's talking to me. He asked me if I was, and then said the M word. And I said, yeah. Because that's what he would do. You should get him on.
No.
So we can say the N word.
I'm doing.
You're doing pretty good without him.
I'm putting on people I admire. Okay.
Why do you have me on then?
Because I admire you.
Liar.
You're
No, I'm
fun.
joking. Thank
You're
you.
fun. You're a good person.
You're warped on. He's cool.
I'm gonna interview Warped. Also, I have Warped at home.
Good point. Warped at home. The portable version.
But yes. Yeah. So we're at BAM.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Thank you. Appreciate
It
that.
was
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
You are one of the reasons that Marvel is alive
Thank you. That means a lot.
in
Thank
this
you.
country,
Thank you.
which is great.
I do my best. I do my best.
Oh, we do what we can. It's a hard game to get functional and keep going. But you've kept the flame going.
Thank you.
You got a love for it. You love the wrong Resident Evil games, but I'll forgive you for that.
What do you mean? 4's cool.
The original is not.
Oh, it's cool.
It's not that great.
It's pretty good. It's pretty darn
5's
good.
better.
5 is good, but I think 4's better. 5's pretty good though.
Oh, okay.
We
I like you.
played 5.
I like
Little
you. I
warped.
like you more now.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. 5's good.
Are you coming to Sunnyside Up?
Well, when is it?
August.
If I'm depends on my uni schedule, but if I can, I will.
Heck
Me and Uber
yeah.
were talking about going, but it depends
Oh,
on
heck
schedules.
yeah. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
So, where can we find you online?
Twitch.tv/warped. No, Twitch.tv/Carnage5, KHANAGE5. Also on YouTube, Carnage, KHANAG. That's about
You
it.
do some really cool videos on YouTube.
Thank you.
I really like your videos.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much, friend.
Khan does like these informational videos.
I suppose, yeah. Games.
On video games.
Fighting games. I
On
like
fighting
them.
games.
Pretty good.
And it's really cool. You
Thank
got
you.
you got a lot of hits on those.
Thank you, yeah. I put one out this morning. It's
Oh, you
pretty
did?
good.
Which one was it?
It was about Street Fighter 3 cut content. I did some research,
Ooh.
found all the cut content.
That's
Uber helped
sick.
me with the thumbnail.
Oh,
It's pretty good,
cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
Thank you, thank you.
That's cool. Is there anything you would like to plug?
To play?
Plug.
Oh, to plug. I already gave out the YouTube and the Twitch. That's about it. That's about it.
You're also on a podcast.
I do. I'm not going to plug it because it's funnier that way.
Oh. Well, fine.
Nah, it's the Barnyard. Me and Barry, who you just had on, we do
Yeah.
a podcast. We get a guest on every episode.
That's
We
cool.
just talk about, like, Geneva Conventions, war crimes, Nuremberg
Standard
trials.
stuff.
Yeah. Usual FGC stuff in the Australian scene.
Oh, Lord. If you won $40 million.
Heroin. No.
We have the
Okay,
answer.
$40 million.
If you won $40 million,
$40 million.
what would you do?
Okay, 40 million Australian dollars, I
Australian
assume.
dollars.
All right, perfect. Melbourne currency. Dollary dues, as the kids say. All right. I got to invest some of it. 20 million is going in the bank because I need to have some in case, the coke habit doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm putting some into real estate and finance because I need to invest in something. I can't invest, but I got a lot of money, so why not? It's worth the risk. I played Yakuza, I know how real estate works. I can put it in that. I'd like to donate a lot of it, just to charity or whatever. I feel like they need it more than I do.
That's
Thank you.
lovely.
I would also buy more setups for Marvel.
Oh,
just for the scene. Buy more PS5s, more PS4s for the scene, support the scene. Not just Marvel.
Buy
the
your
whole
way
piece,
to
yeah.
success.
Yeah, and I would also buy out Catch Warriors and then close it. Just for the meme, just for the bit. No disrespect to Catch Warriors, but I thought it was funny, just saying that.
I agree.
I would buy out Oz Hado and close that.
Close them all.
Close them all.
Close them all.
I would sign up Khan Hado, where the only game is Marvel and Tekken Tag Tournament 1.
Oh!
That's about it.
You are sadistic.
That's about it, yeah, it's
You
fun.
are sadistic.
No, and Resident Evil 5 versus mode. On the bracket.
Yes.
No,
okay,
but no,
we're cooking.
the
we're
iOS
cooking.
port. The iOS port, which is a real thing of Resident Evil 5.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
There's
On the
also a
bracket.
3DS like Mercenaries mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have the game.
Me too.
It's not good.
It's terrible.
It's not very
but
great.
I still played it.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Khan.
Of course, thank you, Amber.
Thank you for the weekend.
Thank you very
and
much.
your hospitality.
Thank you. It was
and
great
your-
meeting you and Wolf
your
as well.
friendship.
Thank you.
And you guys should check out Khan. And if you want to play Marvel online, join the Marvel
server, yeah.
Australian Discord. Because there's a lot of cool people in there.
We have a lot of players in there.
You'll learn a lot. Warp is
There's Wolf
showing
holding
off
the pin. That's the
badge.
logo that Julian
Those are
made,
going to be
yeah.
our prizes for Rambats.
That sounds good. Yeah, take it. Go for it.
I took a lot of
I
them.
didn't need that controller anyway.
All right. You have a safe trip.
You too,
get
thank
home.
you. Yep.
Get home.
Dead Rising 2. We'll do it with Wolf. We'll stream it.
Ooh,
Nice.
Ooh, tune into that.
Tune in.
Mm.
Yes, soon TM.
All right.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, Amber. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
So yeah, that was my weekend. Saw some cool people. Want to shine some light on the people because I love people, and I don't think that you see a lot of people
scuttle like cockroaches.
You see a lot of people play, and you see names and stuff, but you never learn about the people. And I always like those things from the old sports show, where they have the person they spin around and they have their stats and stuff. I want to start doing that for people. Have intelligence, trash talk stats and
It's
stuff.
just me holding them and turning around with them because we can't afford like a little thing.
Yeah,
like a
that would be a good
lazy
idea.
Simpson
That would
you
be a
can
great
stand
idea. So yeah, Melbourne was fun. We came back the next day. We went to leave the hotel. They were supposed to be there.
They gave you a credit card. It wasn't yours, but
They
okay.
were supposed to be there at 8 a.m. at the lobby. They weren't there. There was another family who were trying to leave, and I was talking to them, and I'm like, "Oh, you waiting for the people too?" They're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "The thing in the
That's
room
shifty,
said
isn't
to
it?
just leave your card in the room if they weren't there." So we went and did that, and then as we were leaving, the lady shows up at like 15, 20 past 8. So we told her, "Yeah, we left the thing in the room," and she's like, "Oh." It's like, Went back to the airport. The flight back was less time than the flight there, which is always crazy to me when that happens, like with air currents and stuff. And
Yeah.
it's like faster.
You just get to be
Why can't we just go maximum speed all the time? I don't care about turbulence.
Yeah, get like a Concorde for my fucking Brisbane to Melbourne.
Yeah. Came home and immediately got super sick because there it was over 1,000 people in a very small contained space.
Yeah, you're getting
So-
pushed up against all sorts of weird southern viruses.
That's why it's very important. Please, if you do these sorts of events, don't handshake people. Fist bump. Don't handshake. Handshake is a very easy way
And if you feel
to.
a little rough, wear a mask.
Yeah.
Remember, that's just the thing you do if you live in compressed areas because it helps stifle. If you've got like a bunch of disease in your saliva, it helps prevent that. That's nice.
Yeah.
And bathe.
Oh, please. Please. There was I was sitting there chilling, and I turned around and got a whiff of the dude behind me, and he smelled like hot wet ass. I am not
Bum
joking.
dum.
It was nasty. Please shower. Please use deodorant. Be aware of yourself. Please change your clothes. Don't wear the same clothes 3 days in a row. Because I saw some motherfuckers in the same clothes day after day, and I'm like,
please just sleep it out the front, just on the steps.
I wouldn't put it past them. But yeah, Melbourne's a shithole, filled with weird people who ask me for change and approach me on trams and blue tack. So I don't know.
And blue tack ones are good.
I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, the next thing we have coming up, and if you would please like to be a part of this, please, 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 there is a Queensland major we're running in August called Sunnyside Up 2. I think it's from August like 1st to 3rd or something. It will be cool. It's at the same place where we do our Rambats. It's at St. Lucia. It's easy to get to.
It is really easy to get to. Like, it's the 66 or the 61.
Yeah, it's super easy. We have our monthlies there. And
It's the uni, so there's a pile of fucking public transport literally just points right.
Yeah, we have our monthly there as well, and we also have usually the third week of everything we have a local called Ascend, which is at Cooper's Plains. It's in an esports like LAN cafe thing. That usually runs Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear Strive, and a rotating between Grand Blue and Uni because we fight.
Call me Ned Landers.
We fight. There was a bit of a fight between the Uni and the Grand Blue players. We were going to fight in the car park for the right to run our game. That wasn't really going to happen, but we kind of were perpetrating it.
I'm trying to picture, like, a brawl between the lightest heterosexuals you've ever seen and a bunch of transgenders who really don't want to get hit in the face.
I like pain, so I'm not going down.
I mean, it would be... Yeah, but you also don't want to break a nail.
Oh, I'll break a nail for blood. I want my game played. So yeah, it's a good time. If you're not, there'll be a link below to the Brisbane FGC Discord. All the events and stuff get posted in there. You can play online, things like that. Which is
Dick Sword.
Yeah, the Dick Sword, which is good. Thanks for watching. It was a good time. It was a good time being there. Yeah, so we got the next one in August in Brisbane. Then I believe, I don't know when LHN is, which is the Sydney one, and maybe in September. But then the Big Cheese is in October, and that's going to be a really good one to go to. Like, really, if you want to travel, yeah, if you want to travel, go to that one. Like that, the people there are lovely. It is a lovely city. They have 24 hours of Porto, and I'm very supportive of that.
That is good. I like a Porto.
Oh, it's so good. Portuguese chicken.
Yeah, it's great because it's right in the middle of like. It doesn't try to be as fancy as Nando's. So it's got like that fast food quality to it. But it's just vastly better than Nando's.
Oh, it's so good. Plus the Prego sauce. It preg me up. Like, and it's also called Prego sauce, which is just, it's the best.
It's one of the few like times where like sometimes when I'm there and I got like some spare cash. Like, because there's one at the Carindale. So if I'm going to like Big W or some shit, it's like, I could spoil myself with some fucking Porto. Like they sell the fucking sauce. Like just in
they do?
Yeah, you can just have the sauce. You can be like, I want.
You shouldn't tell me
please.
that.
And they'll be like, okie dokie.
I'm gonna put that on everything.
Yeah, no, it is. It's one of my favorite fast food sauces.
That's good.
Yeah, I've eaten a lot of it.
Maybe we can get them to sponsor us. That would be good.
I mean, I fucking take it in sauce.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just
fucking
stacks of sauce in the background. Fat stacks. We got the fat stacks.
Saucy stacks. I will take it in sauce. You heard me, Porto.
Oh, shit. All right, everyone. Thank you. We'll see you later.